Hollywood is crazy. First they had The Mexican with Brad Pitt, and now they've got The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Well, I've written the film. Maybe they'll produce my film. The Last on Earth, starring Tom Hanks. How about that?
And here we go.
It's the comic book bullies.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
It's the comic book bullies.
You will bow down before me!
It's the comic book bullies.
Now I am the master.
It's the comic book bullies. It's the comic book bullies. Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies with Nurse New Bully. I'm your host Leroy, aka The Sweet Surrender, with my co-host.
Yeah, this is Eli, aka Santa Baby.
Damn it! Why didn't I use that? Eli, we're gonna do some of this podcast. I'm gonna ask you a question that I've been wanting to ask you on the podcast since we started it, but I'm gonna see your answer on it. So, Eli, what is best in life?
Oh, I know this one. Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women.
Bam! So I want to let all listeners, if anybody ever asks you the question, what is best in life, don't ask no stupid shit like world peace. And give Eli's answer. Don't ask where it came from. Just give Eli's answer because that is the correct answer. Everything else is wrong. So, and no, we didn't rehearse that. Hold on, let's see what we got here.
Hey,
Jacob, what's going on?
And
okay.
I'm Team Jacob.
Well, I guess I'm Team Edward. I guess I don't know. You got to be Team Edward though, like Batman, but whatever. Okay. So yeah, we're back into the episode. Yeah, good things happen. Nobody died, so we can just get into it. We're getting right into the holiday season. Sadly, do want to let everybody know that we won't do an episode next week because it's going to be like smack dab in the holiday season. I'm going to be gone. I don't know what you guys going to be doing, so we're just going to just call it that week, and we'll be back next week with some good stuff. You know,
We'll be getting festive.
Exactly. You know, low vibrational food or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. But this week we have a ton of show. We have a bunch of show to go with. And Eli, I don't have numbers in front.
Thick,
Yes.
girthy show.
Meaty. What your top 5 holiday films? Die Hard, Lethal Weapon. I don't know.
Gremlins.
Yeah.
Krampus.
Yeah.
The Thing. I'm pushing. The Thing is a Christmas movie. I don't give a fuck. Because it's snowy. It's in the snow.
Might as well. Yeah, we can put that in there. We'll make a list. We'll come back to that, Jake, and we will make a list of holiday movies, you know. But Eli, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but we're gonna bring back a classic.
Oh,
we're gonna bring, you know, we haven't done this in a while because there's really no reason to do it. But what is the number 1 movie of the week?
Some movie about giant blue Smurf aliens.
A Disney movie.
It
wasn't a Disney movie, but Disney buys everything, so now it's a Disney movie. So yeah, why not? Yes. So Avatar, Way of the World, or We Are the World, whatever you want. Whatever the movie's called.
Way of the Water.
Is that what it's called? I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Number 1 movie of the week.
This is getting to sound more and more. This is getting to sound more and more like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because when they're the Water Tribe. And they were waterbenders.
I didn't watch the show, but I know people were pissed.
Oh, my kid loved that Avatar. I had to see that live action Avatar multiple times in the theater because my kid loved that show.
M. Night Shyamalan? No.
He directed the movie. Yeah, he directed the live action. Yeah.
Well, they're remaking it with Netflix, so it'll probably work. We'll see. Yeah, but that's going on. So that movie happened. It made this weekend alone, $484 million across the world, and it was released in China. Now people are saying it didn't make as much money in China as they thought it was going to make. One thing is because the COVID, epidemic is kind of rising in China, or so they say. The government can kind of say whatever they want to say in China and just beat the shit out of people for it. So they may not even have COVID. They just beating the hell out of people just because they just want to. But either way, people can't go to the movies like they want to in China, even though it's made money. But $484 million in a week. I mean, no, a weekend. That's insane. So it's gonna look like you got another monster hit on your hands. Probably gonna no. Well, actually, $2 billion, Jake. $2 billion before he bombed. So it only has to be the highest grossing movie of all time to make its money back. So will it happen? Do a flip. Hey, Spider-Man, do a flip. Okay. All right.
I can't. Sorry, I'm not.
We did a flip last episode. We'll go back and watch the last episode. So, yeah.
I don't have superpowers. I'm not Spider-Man.
Yeah. And we're not 12. I used to do flips back then all the time also. You want to do a somersault when I was 12? Oh,
on a trampoline, I can do a flip.
Yeah. Oh, hell no. I would
or
never
into
do
a
that.
pool.
Oh, hell no. I would never do that.
On a trampoline?
On a trampoline? Hell no. Because on the trampoline,
or you would get on a trampoline. You would never get on a trampoline?
Oh, yeah, we had a trampoline. My mom had a trampoline. But we were bad kids back then. So we like jump as high as we can in trampoline. And I saw a kid overshoot himself and jump off the trampoline by accident. So I was like, not gonna do that again. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. So Avatar, We Are the World, or whatever you want to call it, made all this money. It probably ended up going to be the third or second highest grossing movie of the. There's only going to be $3 billion movies this year in 2022 projected, and it's going to be one of them. So it's going to be a huge hit. I made a post earlier today that I was like, I don't know anybody that saw this movie yet. It made all this damn money, and apparently I got called racist. I'm like, why I got called racist? I just made a general statement. You act like everything revolves around black people. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say black people didn't watch Avatar. I know some apparently black people did watch Avatar. I didn't know. So yeah, but I wasn't making a general accusation. I was just saying I don't know anybody that saw Avatar.
I don't know anybody either.
Yeah, but it made all this money,
Yeah.
I guess. So what are the three? What are the Oh, Top Gun, Maverick, which hits Paramount Plus next week. If anybody wants to see it,
I heard it's awesome in IMAX, but I'll never know.
What was the third one? The dinosaur movie, Jurassic World.
Oh, really? That made $1 billion?
Evolution.
I didn't see that either.
Yeah.
So all these movies that made $1 billion, I didn't see.
These movies are gonna make $1 billion regardless of what any of you watch. You don't have to watch them; they will make their money. So yeah, because somebody's watching this shit. Oh, and Avatar. So yeah, 3 movies. I didn't watch any of them. And that Jurassic Park movie actually came on Peacock the same week it was in the theaters. So it was same day release. Just like Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Jurassic Park, Jurassic World was the same way. Like it's on Peacock right now. And I was about to click and I was like, you know what? Nah. I don't want to say. I mean, how many times do you see people get eaten by dinosaurs? It's like, yeah. So that's my thing.
We need to see them like really like blood splat. That's what we need.
Not PG-13 shit,
We need like R-rated Jurassic Park and shit.
I think all 3. I don't remember. I don't know if the first one. Yeah, the first one did. Yeah, all 3 dinosaur movies that came out in this new trilogy all made $1 billion. It's insane. So one of them was like I think the first one was not the first one, but the first one of this new trilogy. When it came out, it was like the 5th highest grossing movie of all time when it came out. Like it was insane, stupid numbers that came out. People love dinosaurs. So I don't know. We're all 12-year-olds at heart. So yeah. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. So like I said, we got 3 movies that all made $1 billion. 3 movies none of us watched, but somebody's watching them. Yeah. And I think we just wanted to briefly talk about like why is it? Because I think we had a discussion early, Eli. I think I want to just bring this back up. Like why are these movies making $1 billion and why other movies seem to be struggling? And I think we knew to go down this road. Now, before you jump into it, I'm gonna just give my 2 cents on the opinion.
Are you talking about what I said about Top Gun?
I am saying what you said about Top Gun.
Well, Jurassic Park don't fit that.
I think it does fit that bill. I think it exactly fits that bill.
Okay.
The reason reason I said the bill. Reason I'm saying because, and I hate to go there.
I was just joking, but okay.
I know you were joking, and people got pissed off. Now here's the thing, and because just like I said, I got called a racist today. Eli got called a racist earlier this week. Eli, you've been called a lot of things, but I've never imagined you being called a racist. So yeah. Black guy and a racist. It's like Lethal Weapon was a podcast. So yeah. So but my thing I want to say about not really about the racism part, but more about like do I want to say wokeness? I don't want to say wokeness, do I? Give me another word, Eli. Give me another word other than wokeness. It's
that means woke?
Progressive? Yeah. Okay. Progressive, if you want to call it that, because I think that a lot of movies have like messages going on in them. I don't want to say agenda. Give me another word other than agenda. So
being lectured to. Okay, because like, see, you got a movie, and like I said, dinosaur movie was just about dinosaur eating people. It wasn't. Now I'm pretty sure they had some kind of hidden message behind the time, something like that. No one cared. It was dinosaurs eating people. Top Gun, it had a message, but it had a very right-wing message. Like all these. No, I didn't.
But it's Top Gun. What do you expect?
Yeah.
It's pro military, so that's right wing. So what? I mean, I just imagine. Now keep in mind, like I said, we never seen these movies. We're just making assumption on movies because that's what movie critics do on YouTube now. You don't have to watch a movie.
Well, Avatar,
to review it.
I bet you Avatar's got a huge woke, environmental, woke, hippie, commie message.
Right. But I agree with you. But the thing is environmental message woke in 2022 or whatever. It's woke in the 90s. Because that environmental shit in the 90s, that kind of pissed people off back then. Oh, climate change and all stuff like that. But now you say it, it's like, whatever, So, but I think at the end of the day, even if you do have a message, stuff like that, as long as you're in, okay, let's talk about the leads of these movies. The leads of all these movies. The dinosaur movie, who is that? Chris Pratt? Okay.
Yeah.
He's got other people. He's got Bryce Howard, and he got the chick everybody want to play Storm in the movies like that. But the point is, Chris Pratt is center stage of the movie. The other movie, Top Gun. I already said it. Top Gun is Black Panther for white people. It just is. I mean, they see it, and you know what? And I here's the thing, Eli. When you said that on that message, when you said that these movies are popular and Top Gun is popular, is because it stars a white guy doing white guy things, and that's what people want to see. And people said you were racist for saying that, and you were, insisting they don't understand what you're saying. The thing is, I agreed 100% on everything you said with that. I agree with you out the gate.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean
I was kind of joking and throwing shade. That's been my thing. I've had a shtick this year, and it's been shitting on Top Gun. I didn't like the first movie, didn't plan on seeing the second movie, so it's been my joke to just shit on Top Gun, and I've gotten quite a lot of attention from it. People got tired of my jokes. I don't give a shit. But it was another way to throw shade at the movie. And I just said, the reason why Top Gun made $1 billion is because people want to see a white man kicking ass again.
Right. And people saying that's a controversial take. I'm like, I don't think that's a controversial take.
That isn't woke. That's not, they're not shoving a woke agenda down your throat. It's just
right.
Tom
It's
Cruise.
not like Tom Cruise getting his ass kicked and then a black woman becomes the new Tom Cruise at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
None of that,
Yeah, I was kind of joking, but to a certain extent, I do think there's a bit of truth to that.
See, the thing, I think where you rode the wrong way, Eli, because like I said, I know you, but I think some people thinking that you may be agreeing with that. Hell yeah, we finally got white guys back in the theaters.
Well, kind of. I mean, I kind of. I watched Reacher. Did you watch Reacher? That was great.
The movie or the TV show?
On Amazon. There's that show Reacher. It's just a
I agree. Yeah, big giant dude beating ass. Yeah,
white boy kicking ass. He's this giant dude, like probably got the dick the size of Tom Cruise, just kicking ass, and got his black sidekick friend, and just
right.
And it was awesome. It was great. But it was But I think there is a percentage of people. We see it on the internet. We see, geeks and fucking twats or whatever they're called. We see these like anti-woke sites and these anti-woke communities that are kind of sick of having that agenda shoved down their throat. And here's a movie with Tom Cruise. He's likes women, he gets pussy, he jumps in his giant flying plane, which is a giant flying dick, and he just goes and blows up a bunch of darkies. And hell yeah, that it's the
America, fuck yeah,
America, fuck yeah. And I think that probably resonated with certain audiences, and that's what I was saying, that there isn't a percentage of people that are sick of being lectured to, sick of. Yeah, and it's not just white folks, it's everybody. I mean, Cliff, and we shout out to Cliff, he hates that shit too. He hates the race swapping and the gender swapping, and like, can I just see my favorite shit without it?
And I'm getting sick of it myself also, because they do the gender swapping, rape swapping, but we know what they're doing. It's just virtue signaling, where they just do it just to check a box. And when they do it, they don't do anything with these characters. Okay, you showed up, he's killed off, he's a sidekick, he's a villain, we're like that. So what? So this the representation you want, or he's just in enough that they can edit him out of the poster when they send it over to China, shit like that. I get sick of that shit myself.
J.J. Abrams producing the Black Superman movie. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, people are getting sick of that shit.
Right. And people are, but see, the thing is, you got people excited over about that. Like, why are you, like black people getting excited over it? Why are you excited over this shit? Over a hand-me-down Superman that they never do anything with in the comic. You know what's, here's the thing, Eli.
Yeah.
I read that Superman comic. He sucked. The thing was, he got his powers. He got his ass kicked by Darkseid. Supergirl came out and said, I'm the real Superman, and saved the day. And he didn't do shit. He was just in love with her. So you can make a movie about this guy? Fuck that guy. And don't just check boxes. So I'm sick of check boxes also. I don't want to see a black Superman. I don't want to see some shit just because you think, okay, Black Panther made money. Let's just make everything black. Just because we know black people just see anything.
Diversity sells. So let's reach into our bag of Skittles for characters and throw them on the screen because that's what sells. And it's totally disgenuine. We can tell when it's not real.
Right.
You know?
And here's the thing. Now, if I was a white guy saying this stuff, I hate to go this route because now I sound like one of the Hodge twins or some shit like that. I promise you I'm not. But I'm saying if I was a white guy saying this, everybody would call me every kind of is and and all this shit. I'd be racist like that just because I don't want to see hand-me-down superheroes of the superheroes that we all grew up with, 100 years and stuff like that. No, it's time for change. No, it's not time for change. Let Superman be Superman. It's okay for Superman to be white. Somebody said the other day, like when the Fantastic Four come out, how much you want to bet that they're going to race change one of them? They're not just going to be a bunch of white people.
They did in the last one.
They did one before that.
They did one before that.
Sue Storm was Hispanic.
Yeah.
So they're gonna find a way. Like, just leave these people the way they are, and it's okay. And if you want to, like, instead of making Halle Berry Catwoman, even though Catwoman's been all kind of thing, like, make Halle Berry Vixen. You have black characters you're doing nothing with.
Yeah.
You can boost them up. Like, take some of these characters on the bullpen that you're doing nothing with and make movies from them. You don't have to race swap everybody.
Yeah. Or like even Lord of the Rings. Like, I didn't mind the race swapping in Lord of the Rings, but I didn't need it either.
Right.
So
Jessica Alba is not Mexican. She's something. You seen her lips. she ain't white. She's something.
I think people are getting sick of that. There's a population that are getting sick of that. But I think the studios push that and that's another thing people are getting sick of. They're saying, oh, if you don't like She-Hulk, if you don't like Captain Marvel, or if you don't like the Rings of Power, then you're racist and you're sexist.
Or when I said Miss Marvel was a CW show, all of a sudden I'm sexist. I'm like, no, it just looked like a cheap ass show. You're just getting, it's cool that they have representation. That's cool, but this is a cheaply made show. And if I'm paying a premium price for a premium service, I shouldn't be getting some shit I can get on the CW. But saying that made me seem like a sexist. And it shouldn't be that way. We're like, it's okay for people to have opinions. Now, if I straight up say I don't like Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel because it's a woman in it, that's a completely different argument.
Yeah, and yes, to their credit, there are people that are like that.
Right.
But fuck them.
But right. But fuck them. But here's the problem: these studios will take that one guy, the one guy that says I hate Captain Marvel because I'm a woman, stuff like that, and they'll make his voice louder than everybody else and say this is like, if you think like this guy, you're racist. That's why I kept when She-Hulk was out, and I said everybody that said I jokingly posted a picture of Al Bundy in the No Ma'am costumes like that because I was like, these dudes acting like a bunch of sexist men's right activists, because that's what the Marvel Studios paint you as if you say anything negative about it. They use this shit as a shield to protect themselves for their brand.
Well, yeah, Amazon turned off the reviews for Lord of the Rings.
Right.
It's shit like that. Like, and
because because the thing they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
They know if they go out their way and do this shit to, piss off these fans, they can use that shit. They can weaponize that shit on their own.
Yeah. And I think studios are using social media as a way to regulate regulate how their art is being made, how their movies are being made. And I think that happens. I know people kind of jump down my throat, say that doesn't happen, but no, I think social media is now dictating how movies are getting made. Look at Rise of Skywalker. You know,
they pretty much just went on there. What do you want? What do you want? What right?
Yeah.
They just looked at the Twitter feeds, right? Okay, they don't want this. They don't want Rose. Get Rose out of there. You know.
Yeah, remember James Gunn got fired over his thing. People are getting fired over their tweets. You know,
right?
So
from 10 years ago. You know.
Yeah, social media has a strong influence in how studios go about the movie business. So that's there.
They call it focus testing.
Yeah, I mean, you can deny it all you want, but I think that is a thing, you know. And I kind of mentioned that, and I know that ruffled some feathers too. But yeah, I just think people are getting sick of, you know, being lectured to, seeing they're being fans of a thing and then having it sort of being changed its where they don't recognize what they're a fan of.
Right. And if you complain about that change, then you're the problem.
Yeah. Then if you don't like it, you're racist, you're sexist, you're whatever, you know, and people are getting sick of that. So I think that is one of the reasons why I think Top Gun resonated with audiences. Right. Like, hey, here's a dude with a giant dick, flying dick, goes and blows shit up. And like, hell yeah. There's, you know, it's pretty simple bubblegum popcorn entertainment.
Right. And another thing to add to what you're saying also, like I said, we're talking about Top Gun. Now, we talk all about this representation matters and people like to see themselves on screens. Now, yes, like I said, I like to see black leads on screen. Eli, you like to see native actors on screen. Don't you think white people like to see white people on screen? It's wrong for them to say that.
Yeah.
It's wrong for them to say that, but come on. Why can't they say that? If we feel like that, you feel like that, I feel like that, why should they feel wrong for feeling like that? Okay, it's a white guy in a movie doing white guy shit, and he looks like, you know, me, who, if I was a white guy, why would I not root for that shit? They want to see that shit.
That's why I'm so surprised that Thor isn't, you know, being raked for cultural appropriation by you know,
because they treat Thor like a cartoon movie. That's
I mean, but like if you did that to anybody else's deity, take their Jesus and make him a bumbling idiot.
You know what? Somebody said that they want the new God of War, Kratos, to fight Jesus. People just shot that down immediately. I'm like, you know what? Kratos versus Samson. I kind of want to see that. You know?
Or David.
Yeah, David versus Kratos. Yeah, I want to see that. Goliath. Come on.
With exploding with a slingshot that shoots explosives.
Right. Jake, I want to see that. Yeah, that's a movie. That's a movie right there. David shoot, all that shit. Oh man. Killing Satan? Come on, man. You don't tell me you don't want to see that movie. I mean, play the game, but yeah.
Yeah. So
but that's my thing. Yeah.
I kind of made a joke and it got taken the wrong way, and then it turned into this big stupid thing. And, you know, then Gomer starts sending me pie charts and shit. Shout out to Gomer.
Shout out to Gomer. Oh man. Well, like I said, because normally I jump in it, but honestly, I feel like Eli, the way you were going with the conversation, you're gonna get banned. And I already got 2 strikes against me right now. So I'm like, we both can't be in the dog at the same time. So let me chill while Eli go wilding out. So yeah. Oh,
that's
man.
All right, man. I got it. I got this.
Now, that being said, let's talk about Avatar. Because I think we started Avatar, but we shit on every other $1 billion movie on there because we got to shit on Avatar for a second. Keep in mind, neither one of us has seen Avatar. I don't plan on seeing Avatar. I'll probably see when it hits Disney Plus in 45 days or shit like that, whatever. But like I said, why is this movie hitting so? Why is this movie just all over the place? I guess because, I don't know. Is it, Eli, do you think it has something to do with the white savior trope?
Perhaps.
First off, should we tell people what the white savior trope is?
Sure.
Let me explain what the white savior trope is, because I know everybody's people don't know what to think about this show, man. Are we a bunch of sellouts? Are we racist? What are we? What side are we on? We just on the side of chaos. That's all. As long as we just start shit, that's all we care about. So yeah, let me explain what the white savior trope is. So the white savior trope is when a white guy or white woman, either one, you know, when they come into a unknown society and they pretty much master that society that everybody else has been struggling with for like a lifetime. They master it in a week, a month, whatever. Iron Fist. White savior trope is Iron Fist. That's what it is. They master this shit. Yeah. And Arrow. Yeah. That's basically what it is. They master it. They become the teacher's pet of the chieftain or the king there. The princess falls in love with them. Meanwhile, the ex of the princess is like, why y'all let this white dude in here? Don't know shit, ain't here outside. And eventually the same people that came for the white guy will destroy the entire society. But the white guy at least tries to help them because he's the one good one.
Yeah.
Out of all the evil pieces of shit
around. He usually
there.
does save them. And
sometimes he does, sometimes he does. But at least he tries, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, look, the Last Samurai, Tom Cruise, they completely got wiped out. And Tom Cruise was the last one left. But at least he tried. So, and that's the thing, like I said, and the white savior trope, it's actually all over the media. Honestly, sci-fi is pretty much based on the white savior trope. The Matrix is the white savior trope. Guardians of the Galaxy is the white savior trope. Is there? Yes, they're not, you know, different color races like that, but they're all like mutants and aliens, shit like that. And we all know in sci-fi, mutants and aliens just black people and natives. We know this shit. It's just a thing for it. So, but notice in the Guardians of the Galaxy, there's always that one white guy on the team, and he's the leader, and he's a son of a god,
and he's
also a white guy.
He's alien too, yeah.
And he's alien too, but that doesn't matter. He's still a white guy.
He gets to keep his skin color.
He gets his skin color, yeah. So everybody knows who the leader is.
Same thing with Captain Marvel, Jude Law and Captain Marvel. Like everybody else was purple and again
and black,
the colors of the rainbow, but they got
Maria Rambeau, Monica Rambeau, Samuel Jackson. Yes, Captain Marvel was a white savior trope. It was.
Yeah. But Jude Law and Captain Marvel got to keep their skin color.
Right. But he was evil because he was a man.
Oh, I didn't read that much into it. Hold on.
Oh, you didn't read that? Marvel was a woman, and Marvel was racist.
I didn't read. Well, I didn't read that much into it.
You didn't see? Oh yeah, it was there. It was there.
I guess I wasn't looking for that, but yeah.
I mean, because
I see it now.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, because in any and I hate to go there, like I said, when we talk about women-led movies, stuff like that, I know I'm about to be called all kind of things that we see a bunch of women-led movie. It always that any man in the movie is normally a piece of shit. Birds of Prey, every single man in the movie was a piece of shit. So. Ghostbusters, every single man in the movie was a piece of shit or dumb as fuck, like Chris, which Thor, the dude Thor dude, yeah, everybody's a piece of shit. So that's how it is. She-Hulk, She-Hulk bucked the trope because Daredevil was cool, Wong was cool, Banner was cool, Hulk was cool. Everybody wanted to shit on Hulk, but Hulk was cool in there. So She-Hulk bucked that trope.
I like She-Hulk.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but yeah, it was
for all those shitting on Leroy.
Like, leave me out of this, you know? Don't cancel me, you know? So that's my thing like that. So but I do notice that, and I did notice it in Captain Marvel that it's the same thing. Black Widow was the same way. Every dude in that show was a piece of shit. So, and that's the thing. That seemed like,
I don't know. Was her dad cool? I don't know. I only seen it once, and I guess I don't look for that shit. I mean, sometimes it's so blatantly out there that you can notice it.
Sometimes it's blatant, and sometimes it's just there. Yeah. It's like, hold up, man. Because the thing is, because you see the trope so much, so yeah, it's hidden, but you see it so much.
I definitely noticed that the villain was doing that. The villain was pretty much, very much that the hierarchy.
Oh yeah, the villain in Black Widow was Harvey Weinstein. I mean, that's,
yeah. I did see that, but yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, whenever you see like women directed movies led by women, usually every single man in the movie is a piece of shit. All of them, everyone, even the ones that even started to help them at first will turn on them eventually, or they're just too stupid they don't know what's going on. So I do notice that stuff in their lifetime, and those are things that people notice in these movies, stuff like that, and they try to, like, you know, and if you call that out, then you're the problem, you know. So can we talk about Avatar?
I guess you really want to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Matter of fact, I said I was gonna shut the fuck up. I was gonna let you talk about it. Okay, Eli, talk about Avatar because
I don't want to, but you're making me talk about Avatar.
Talk about Avatar, goddammit. You know,
I mean, I didn't want to go into this because I didn't want to bring attention to because I don't care about it. But yeah, I guess James Cameron made some pretty ignorant statements about natives regarding there was an interview where he was saying the inspiration he got for Avatar was he was thinking that if the Lakota could look into the future and see how shitty their future would be, you know, with high suicide rates and the dead end society, then they would have fought harder. And it just reeks of ignorance. Like really, we didn't fight, you know, fighting to the death wasn't enough. Like, you know what I mean? So it just reeks of that.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and
or just just misunderstanding like that colonial mentality that the American West was one. Like the cowboys just beat the Indians, it wasn't just one fight. It was centuries of genocide. It was 500 years of displacement, disease, destroying of resources in the environment and kidnapping their children and wiping out their language and culture and alcoholism. It wasn't an arm wrestling match, It's like, like, oh, America just whooped the Indians' ass and now the land is ours. No, it wasn't that. And and that's what it seems like. He's like, oh, well, yeah, maybe if the natives had giant flying dragons, we wouldn't have lost our land. Like,
Right.
He's just, it's just that, it's just an ignorant statement he made. It's got native Twitter just blowing up about it, and yeah, it's just his whole statement just reeks of that. Oh, look at me. I'm an ally. I'm patting myself on the back because I'm so knowledgeable about this exotic culture and I am aware of all this shit. And but meanwhile, it's just like you said, the white savior trope where the white guy becomes a native, gets to marry the Indian princess, saves the tribe, becomes chief because he's so much smarter than all these primitive cavemen. It's like, fuck out of here. So, that's kind of what I was posting about. That's what kind of happened. I didn't really want to bring attention to it because I don't care about this movie. I wasn't really a fan of the first one, and I saw Avatar in the theater on IMAX. I wasn't that impressed. I thought I had a better time watching How to Train Your Dragon in 3D. Or Beowulf. Beowulf in 3D was awesome. But like one of the Since we're here, fuck it. One of the God damn it, you're making me talk about this shit. But in the first Avatar movie, and I've only seen Avatar once in the theater way back in the day. Yeah, it's way back in the day. God damn. I totally forgot about this shit. But you're making me talk about it, so here we are. There was that scene in Avatar where the dude jumps on the dragon and plugs his fucking braid into the fucking dragon and he captures the dragon and he says, "You're mine." And I'm like, that is such the colonial perspective of taking ownership over nature. That's not a native perspective. That's not an indigenous perspective. All over the planet, there's indigenous populations all over the planet. They don't take ownership over nature. You can't own nature or the land or anything. So that's a non-native perspective. And that scene, right when he said that, I'm like, yep, a white boy wrote this.
Just takes you out the movie.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, and I can see where this is going. He's gonna save the tribe and bang the native princess, and because he's so smart. He's smarter than the rest of them, and he's gonna become a better native than the rest. I see where this is going, and that was like an hour.
We've seen that movie a million times before. Yeah, it's pretty graphics, but we've seen this movie.
Yeah, it's Dances with Wolves in Space, and I'm like, okay, this is what it is. I know where this is going. That was an hour in. But I got another 2 hours to sit through this shit now.
Right.
So yeah, that scene sort of stuck with me, and sort of this is the shallow, colonial fantasies, of basically taking over and becoming better and appropriating a culture is what
right.
So yeah, he said these statements and I'm like, yeah, now I didn't want to see the movie. Now I really don't need to see the movie, and I'm not and again, to the anti-woke crowd that are like, fuck you, you commie hippie bitch. No, I'm not canceling Cameron. I'm still going to watch Aliens. I'm still going to watch Terminator.
True Lies.
Hey, this is what's wrong is people don't fucking talk. James Cameron, look, listen, learn, do better. That's all.
That's it.
That's it. I'm not right. Fuck him. Fuck his life.
You're canceled, bro. Like, no, we're not gonna do all that.
Yeah, whatever. So again, I didn't want to get into it, but that's what it is.
Okay. Very eloquent. Very eloquent. You said that. So yeah. All right. That's it.
Are we done? Are we done, Randy? When you have
Sure.
fulfilled the purpose of the thumbnail.
Okay.
Thank you.
Damn it. I thought it was going to be a bait and switch.
Because I could always change it, but I'm gonna leave it the way it is now. Yeah. All right. We're off Avatar or Way of the World, whatever this shit like. We're done with that. We're not talking about it. We're not talking about this movie ever again. Ever. We're not gonna do like every other YouTuber that hates shit, but is it constantly talking about shit like that? We don't do that. With other shit we like to talk about, and we're gonna focus on that. And that's it. So whatever we gotta say about Avatar, we're done with it. We're gonna move the fuck on from that. So
there's Fat T. Fat T in the house.
Just when we were done, Fat T.
He's reminiscing, yeah.
Right.
See, it's all Avatar's fault. Look what that got you.
Oh man. Oh, these more big booty Mexican women in movies and TV shows. There's quite a few on TV right now. Is J-Lo on TV right now? I think. I don't know. So
I just watched.
We're gonna make a list. Top 5 big booty Mexican women on TV and movies. Yeah.
2022.
20.
The best of list.
Check out that thumb. Wait for that thumbnail.
Yeah, the best asses of 2020.
Oh, that Lupita video has 1,000 video views on YouTube.
What about that Megan clip where you
I can't remember what
the She-Hulk, the She-Hulk twerking clip and shit.
When you were, I'm gonna look those numbers up. That did numbers too. I was like, okay, our viewers have a type, but we're not gonna milk it. We're not gonna milk it. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of, let's talk about something that I want to talk about. Here's the thing. Last week we did it. No, actually, the week before we did a trailer haul. Just talk about a whole bunch of trailers. And Eli, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I didn't give a shit about any of those trailers except one movie, Cocaine Bear. The other trailers I didn't even watch. But this week, I actually have some movies that I'm like, interesting, So we're gonna start with which one we're gonna start with?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I didn't want to start with that one, but we're here. All right, so we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about Across the Spider-Verse. Okay, so it's Across the Spider-Verse came on the trailer, which you already knew it was coming out, and this is Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. And yes, there's gonna be another one. There's gonna be a whole bunch of other people. And yes, then there was so many Spider-Man in that movie. Hold on, let's see what we got here. Yes, we're gonna talk about it, Jake. Stop spoiling the show. We're trying to build anticipation. Because I actually have notes on Barbie, but we're gonna talk about that.
That was supposed to be the bulk of the show.
it really was. Barbie. See, if I had Barbie as a thumbnail, they were like, and people see just us, and they're like, I thought there's gonna be a bunch of, never mind. I'm not gonna say. What are we talking about? Spider-Man. Okay, so like I said, like 100 Spider-Man show up in there. Spider-Man from all over the place. PS1, PS4, Japan anime, all stuff like that. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a list of every Spider-Man that was in the trailer. Eli, hit it.
I did not do the homework.
I did not. Well, okay. Eli didn't do the homework, so we're not gonna do it.
All I did see was like, damn, they just won't let Miles is just a sidekick in all his movies.
You gotta sell it. You gotta sell it overseas. And I get it. Honestly, Eli, I get it. I get it. I mean, yeah, I would prefer a Miles Morales movie by himself. Yes, I can. But in a realistic world, you got to have some kind of compromise. This is a valid compromise, in my opinion. You just take what you can get.
I'm still
as right now. Yeah, so I know what I prefer, but like I said, you got to deal with it. So
I know. I heard Spider-Punk is going to be in it.
Spider-Punk is going to be in it, and Daniel Kaluuya is doing the voice.
2099, what's his face, is going to be in
2099. Let's talk about 2099 for a second. We're not going to name all of them, but we are going to talk about 2099. So 2099. Where is he? Right here, 2099. Okay, he's voiced by Oscar Isaac. Now, yes, Oscar Isaac. So that means Spider-Man 2099 is Hispanic. And yes, he was Hispanic back in the 90s. So this is the Spider-Man from the future. He's in the 90s. And guess what? In the 90s, nobody lost their shit over it. They didn't care. They were like, does he still have Spider-Man powers? Okay, let's go. Nobody flipped out. Nobody wanted to get ready to cancel. Nobody said it was woke. It just was. It was what it was. Spider-Man of the future is Hispanic. Okay, move on. So everybody want to flip over that, but yeah. So I'm interested in seeing what's 2099 because I was a huge 2099 fan back in the 90s when I was there. Give me Miles film with Donald Glover. He's kind of aged out of the role. Oh, should we talk about Donald Glover has another movie coming out with Sony.
in the Spider-Man universe, Hypno Hustler, a Spider-Man villain that he's making a movie of it. Why? I don't know.
Because.
But here's the thing. Donald Glover's in it. I'm watching it. I don't give a damn what he does. He can read the phone book for an hour and a half.
I bet you it'll be good, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I hope he has creative control. I don't want them to just do. I want Donald Glover's hands all over this Hypno Hustler movie. I want it to be Atlanta Part 2. I want him to explain the end of Atlanta in the Hypno Hustler movie. I want Afro surrealism, all this shit. Give it to me. You know. But I'm way too excited about a Hypno Hustler movie. Anyway, about Spider-Verse, more Spider-Verse. What do you want? I mean, shit.
First one I think is one of the best comic book movies of all time. Not my favorite Spider-Man movie. I think people just say that just to earn points. But good. Better than any of the Tom Holland movies. I get it.
Yeah.
I have a special place in my heart for the old.
I like the Raimi movies too. I like especially the first two. But
the first two have a special place, yeah.
I saw Into the Spider-Verse like 4 or 5 times in the theater. I kept taking people to see it. Like, yo, you gotta see this movie still. So.
Awesome movie. I think I own it. Let me see. But and like I said, if you want a Miles Morales experience, get the video game. PS4. Awesome. All Miles.
Did not play it.
That game is awesome. I think I might like it better than the Spider-Man one. Because Peter shows up in like the first 10 minutes of the game in the first mission. After the first mission, he's like, well, me and Mary Jane finna go to Europe and make babies. Have at it. And that's it. He fucks off and you don't see him. And the rest of the game is just Miles Morales. I like this is awesome. He got cooler powers, invisibility, all kind of stuff. Judge Booty. Oh, yes. Fat T. Did Judge Judy have a big booty at the end of Atlanta or not? I need you to answer that question for me. That is the question on everybody's minds right now. Damn, I can't. Did I make it? I didn't make it. Okay, we'll talk about it. Well, we'll talk about it. Okay, you know, we're just going to skip to it because I want to talk about Barbie. We're going to talk about Barbie. So,
by all means.
Yes. And listen, this is why I didn't make it a thumbnail because I know I'm going to just say it. This may be the gayest section we ever had on the comic book movies. But yeah, that's going on right now. So we're going to talk about Barbie. And the reason I'm going to talk about Barbie because no, I'm not excited for a Barbie movie. No, I did not have Barbie dolls growing up. And you know, Barbie might even be kind of like problematic in this new age of wokeness. Because you know, now I don't know if you know this, Eli, but like gender neutral, like gender specific toys, they've gone away. Like this section of Toys R Us, well, even though Toys R Us is not a thing anymore, but you can't have like a girl section of toys and a boy section of toys. That's problematic. You just gotta have toys now.
I still see that at Target.
At Target, what boys and girls? Because that's supposed to have a boys and girls section.
Yeah, they have like I see like the Star Wars and the Marvel shit, and then over here you got the Barbies and the what do they call?
Okay, that's cool. So you can have a Barbie and Marvel shit like that, but you can't have a girl section and just Barbie over here and a boy section and Marvel over here. It's got to be all together. Otherwise, you're gonna get in trouble. So that's those people saying now. Hold on. What we got? Man.
I spell M A child.
Okay. Now the reason I want to talk about Barbie is because of this scene right here. Boom. Now, it may not seem like much. Margot Robbie just 50 feet tall in front of the scene, but this is a very significant scene, Eli.
Yeah, the trailer was funny as hell. I saw the trailer and laughed my ass off.
Yeah, because for those who don't know, that are not film buffs, this scene is an homage to Space Odyssey 2001, Stanley Kubrick's movie, because she's basically like mimicking, like she pretended to be the monolith at the beginning, where all the like the apes were or the missing links were looking at her. It's the same way when the girls were looking at Barbie like that. And it was even playing the Space Odyssey 2001 soundtrack while she was doing the theme song from it. So you know what that means? Barbie is cinema. So
at least the trailer is
real cinema. I'm pretty sure she does. Yeah. So that's my thing. And your boy's in it. Shang-Chi.
Oh, no shit.
Asian Ken. I don't even know if he's playing Asian Ken or not. I just know he's in it for something. So I was like, okay, Simu Liu's good work. Okay. Because I like this guy. I've been rooting for this guy even before Shang-Chi. I like this guy. He's got something. He's got charisma. So I think he's going to be something. But here's my thing. Now, when everybody else saw 50-foot tall Margot Robbie and saw, they were comparing it to the monolith. I didn't compare Margot Robbie to the monolith. You know what I compare Margot Robbie to? Wendy Peppercorn from The Sandlot. Now, if you know your Sandlot.
Yeah, I remember that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody remembers The Sandlot movie. And the thing is, The Sandlot ripped that scene off from a Paul Newman movie back in the 60s, Cool Hand Luke.
Oh, yeah, I know that scene.
Cinema. Sandlot is cinema. So, hold on, let me see. You need to start reading Barbie comic books. Oh, no, we are already as Barbie as we need to be.
Are they on IDW? Who makes Barbie comics?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're out there. I'm gonna let Eli handle that.
Written by Grace Randolph or Rudolph, or
right. But I found out something about Wendy Peppercorn in The Sandlot. I didn't know that she was the cop from Scream. So yeah, so I like that. Cool. Yeah. So
it might say, was it Planet Terror? She was in Planet Terror, right?
Was she? Okay.
Yeah.
So they know that. So yes, that's all I gotta say about Barbie. Am I excited for it? No, not really. If it comes on HBO or something like that, I watch it. I won't tell anybody I watch it, but I watch it. I might say it on this podcast.
Nope, review. You gotta get full
Barbie review.
Balls deep review.
And I'm gonna break down every cinematic reference they made. Because I know it's gonna be filled up. Because they actually have a good director on this one. It's not just like some Marvel guy just get a guy off a sitcom and just starring $200 million. Apparently, Greta Gerwig, did she win an award or something?
Oh yeah, did she make was it one of the Little Women remakes?
Little Women or something like that. And I think she won an award off that. So she's
she's like Oscar. I got Oscars or some shit for it.
Yeah. So they didn't just get anybody to do this movie. So this, who knows? This may be a surprise shocker. We don't know. Because I wasn't excited for a Barbie movie. I like Barbie. Okay, good.
Well, it looks like, judging by the trailer, it looks like very tongue-in-cheek, like kind of like Deadpool-ish.
Okay.
Without the violence, you know what I mean? We're like sort of, being very meta, and you know what I mean?
I'm gonna take you back. Eli. Do you remember Josie and the Pussycats? That movie?
I never saw it.
You never saw the movie? Okay.
No.
Here's the thing. That movie was tongue-in-cheek. That movie was satire. But nobody got it. They just thought that it was just going to be like a regular movie, stuff like that. But it's actually like a movie making fun of commercialism. Like it had a deeper meaning than what people got to. People just like, I just want to see them. And it was like, no. But actually, Josie and the Pussycats.
Real cinema.
Why are we talking about Josie and the Pussycats on this thing? let's move on to the next part of the podcast.
And Gem and the Hologram.
No, that movie fucking sucked. There's no hidden meaning behind Gem and the Hologram. That movie was woke. No.
They made a movie?
Yeah. Yeah, they made a movie, Gem and the Holograms.
How out of it I am. I don't remember.
let me see. I'm gonna go to the next. Yeah, I'm trying to see who
I got it on my computer right now.
No.
Live stream, Gem and the Holograms, right? Comic book bullies.
I'm trying to see who started that movie. Gem and the Holograms. I don't know somebody. It's on Tubi right now.
Oh, no shit.
Yes, Gem and the Holograms is on Tubi. Don't watch it. The movie fucking sucked. But who was in that damn movie? Shit. I don't know.
I bet if you told me her name, I probably wouldn't even know. I don't know.
It's bloobity bloobity blue. Yeah. Okay. She was in 13 seasons of Gossip Girl. You didn't see that? Michael Bay. Let's see. What's the next part of the podcast? I think. Are we? I think we on. Well, my part now that I want to talk about. That was the thing I was looking for. But anyway, we're gonna move on past that. We're gonna talk about Henry Cavill.
This is what I thought we were gonna talk about.
No, I want to talk about Barbie, man. No. Oh shit! Yeah, so we're gonna talk about.
You said this is a girthy, meaty show,
right? We make girly, not girthy. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Henry Cavill, even though our entire episode last week was about James Gunn, about whether or not he's gonna be DC's savior or destroyer. Well, I think we got an answer. Because he pretty much came in and scorched earth. Just like he just came in through like the purge. He ordered 66 DC Studios. I was like, shit, we weren't expecting that. Excellent. That's all kind of shit like that. Like he whispering to Kevin Feige, "Hell, Marvel." You know why he's doing all this shit? I don't think he's a double agent. I kind of understand what he's getting, but I do think we need to explain for a second. Because like I said, Henry Cavill announced roughly a month ago, not a full month ago, but maybe a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, that he was back as Superman. And this week he got fired. So yeah, he's in and out just like that. Because James Gunn, and the thing is this, and then when we say Henry Cavill got fired, this is not rumored. This is not because here's the thing, what we've learned this last week is that Variety, Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, all those things you try, they're all full of shit. All of them. Every single one of them have made some bullshit articles this week that we can't trust anything they say now. But as far as Henry Cavill getting fired, this came from him and James Gunn. Like, it came from them. This isn't like a rumored sourcing like that. They pretty much said he's out. This is it. They're moving forward because James Gunn is very, very transparent on Instagram and Twitter and social media like that. He's telling you what he's doing. You don't have to guess. He's laying the shit out in detail. He's saying, look, I am making a new Superman movie. I am writing it. It's going to be a younger Superman. And Henry Cavill has basically aged out of the role. That's what it is. I mean, he'll be 40 next year. Hell, Man of Steel is celebrating his 10th anniversary next year. Like, we think these movies like that. No, the DCEU is going to be 10 years old next year. So The Rock is also mad at DC right now. No, DC need to be mad at The Rock right now. Because that bullshit that he was saying about how he Black Adam made $50 million at the box office like that. Bullshit. Made it up. Not only did he make it up, he leaked that information to Deadline so they could report it. So Rock was cooking the books. I'm telling you how he cooked the books. Because in that financial report that he made, where they made $50 million, he took an account from the $85 million that HBO Max was going to pay them to put the movie on HBO Max. But here's the thing. HBO Max and Black Adam are owned by the same company. So they're paying themselves. They're just writing this shit off. You just can't do that shit. So, oh yeah, Black Adam's on HBO Max. You want to watch it, whatever. So yeah.
I have not yet.
You know, it doesn't even matter. It would have mattered last week, but this week it doesn't even matter anymore. So now you don't even have to watch it. Yeah. Because just like this scene, spoiler alert, Eli, at the end of the movie, Henry Cavill showed up as Superman.
Yeah, you told me before.
Yeah.
That was the thing, is that's what got everybody excited. Like, oh, Superman's back. And
right. You got to be excited, but not excited enough to go see it. So, like, okay, that's cool. I'm not going to watch it, but it's cool, So now, this scene has become one of the most useless scenes in cinematic history, along with the Green Lantern scene with Sinestro and Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard and Iron Man. Next time, baby. Yeah, it's that. He-Man Skeletor at the end never came back. So yeah, so all the bullshit ass sequel based stuff like that, done. So that's the thing. So if James Gunn got rid of Henry Cavill, it's pretty much safe to say that everybody is gone. Like, pretty much from the ground up. Rock is gone. All the Justice League members pretty much already gone anyway. Like Ezra Miller, he won't come back anyway. They're pretty much safe to say Gal Gadot is gone because the rumors going out that she was going to be in the Flash and they cut her scenes. So, I mean, if you cut Henry Cavill, you make a new you make a new Superman. You can't have those old people in there. You got to start fresh, So, people are asking who's going to be the new Superman. Well, here's the thing: we have an announcement as far as who's going to be the new Superman. Our very own Ryan Gomer has put his bid in to audition for the next Superman. So James Gunn listens to this podcast. Call a boy. He wants in on it. But who I think is going to be in it, they're going to get some young teeny bopper, some, ex-teenage heartthrob or somebody from a boy band,
Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet in The Superman. That's your movie right there. That's your movie right there. Do you want that? Is that what you want? Nick Cage Superman. That would be terrible. It would be so terrible I would watch it. But what do I think about this? Because here's the thing, Eli. Okay, I like to pride myself on being the biggest Superman fan that Eli. Like if you
probably are, yes.
Like if you told me, Eli, if you told me that you knew somebody that was a bigger Superman fan than me, that might hurt my feelings. I'd be like,
yeah, damn. I don't think I do.
So how do I feel about this news that Henry Cavill is out of Superman? Honestly, I'm like, whatever. I didn't worship the ground that this dude walked on. I didn't. Like, he was cool. I'm in the Superman group, and I'm in there to actually talk about Superman and shit Superman do. And all they do in the group is post Henry Cavill pics. That's it. And not Henry Cavill Superman pics, just Henry Cavill pics. playing with his dog, walking down the street,
taking a piss.
Yeah, like why are all these pictures? It's making me uncomfortable being in this group. I'm like, okay, are you guys trying to, tell us something that you may need to express or something? Yeah, I don't know. So,
I was in a Star Wars group, and all they did was post pictures of what's her face, Rey.
Okay, but that's different. Okay, if you're in a nerd group and people want to post pictures of hot chicks all day, that's different. Like how many times we seen pictures of Scarlett Johansson in groups we're in? Okay, that's cool. But we in a nerd group with nothing but dudes, and they post nothing but this dude. It makes you like, what the fuck?
But no, they were posting. What's her name? Daisy Ridley. They were posting just her walking her dog and all this shit. Like,
still kind of creepy. Like I understand if she's on set doing something, but she just doing shit. Like, I don't know, man. So
she doesn't have a lightsaber. I don't give a shit.
Right. Like, why? I don't want to see pictures of Henry Cavill walking his dog. I don't want to see that. Do some Superman shit, But that's the thing. So people are worshiping the ground this dude walks on. And I've seen YouTube videos of people crying, because Henry Cavill is no longer Superman. I'm like, it's not that serious. Now, how do I feel about Henry Cavill as Superman? Like I said, yes, he looks like a Jim Lee drawing. As Superman in the suit, he looks like a Jim Lee drawing. I agree with you on that. But everything else other than that, I wasn't sold on him. He is the worst fucking Clark Kent of all time. I don't think anybody can disagree with that.
Yeah, but he was in shitty movies, though. Can't blame him for being.
They were shitty because of his performance. That's the thing. So yes, they were. He's the reason they were shitty.
No, it wasn't his fault that.
It was his fault.
They made him pussy whipped, and
it was his fault. He played a large portion.
He was like that. Emo. He was like bummed out emo Superman. I mean, I don't know.
That's how he played it. I still blame it on him. So yes, it came out, but I still blame it on him for that.
They kill him in the second movie he's in, and
right, because
they did him wrong, man. They did him wrong.
Now let me come full circle. Let me come full circle before I get attacked too much on it. So I hated his performance as Superman. I thought that he was too emotionless, which that's not Superman. I don't think everybody thinks Superman is like some kind of boring, slab of concrete that just walks right. No, he's not. Superman has fun. Superman tells jokes. Superman has a personality. It's okay to have fun.
Superman is Captain America. Again, yes. Marvel keeps doing Superman better than DC.
Right. That's
Captain Marvel and Namor flying around.
Right.
Doing
Swiss
cool
cheese
Superman
and planes and spaceships and shit like. But Superman, I'm sad.
That was my beef. Like, dude, you're Superman. Quit being a bitch.
Like why are you sad? Like shit. So that's my thing about it. So I hate his performance of Superman. They want to get in here and get some new blood in him all for it. It's not like he's the first Superman. He's like what, the 9th or some shit? Hell.
Yeah.
They got one on CW right now.
Yeah. Who's cool.
Yeah. Plus, he's
awesome.
not my favorite Superman anyway. Christopher Reeves is my Superman. That is my Superman. Everybody else.
Boomer.
I don't care. Call me what you want. Yes. Old man yells at clouds. I don't care. Christopher Reeves is my Superman. Everybody else is just playing Superman. That's how I feel about it. So if you want to get another guy in, fine, get another guy in. I don't care. But I will say this: James Gunn did shoot himself in the foot. But the way they announced it, saying the guy was in, now he's out. Saying you're gonna go younger, stuff like that.
I know, yeah.
The thing is, DC is already having bad press as it is.
Yes.
This doesn't help the situation.
And here's the thing, and this might go back to we could have talked about this during the box office. But the way the comic nerd community is these days, the nerd community, yes, it's very divisive. Yeah. It's very you like something, you're an asshole. You don't like something, you're an asshole. It's yeah. There's not a lot of unity, like everyone like the Nolan trilogy. That's universally loved. Mm-hmm. Like Star Wars original trilogy for the most part is universally loved. Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson, universally loved by fans. We don't have a lot of that. Even the Marvel shit these days. That shit sucks. I don't like it. Why I think that Cavill seemed to be universally liked as Superman. Getting rid of him has now caused more divisive.
More division, yeah. But no, that's the thing. It's not divisive. Because the thing is, if we were divided, Snyder fans over here, regular DC fans over here, but not everybody is united in their hatred for James Gunn right now because everybody's pissed off at him.
Yeah.
So because everybody wants, he was the one thing that you're right. He was the one thing that everybody agreed on.
Yeah. And
now I was okay with the Superman. You know, if he stayed in, I would have been fine with it. You know?
Yeah. But that was, I said this a long time ago, like when the Flash show was out, because the Flash and Arrow, that had an audience. Like, why the fuck weren't they in the movies?
Even they said that. Why the fuck they weren't in the movies? Right?
Yeah, why you had a built-in audience, but no, you got Ezra Miller to be the Flash.
Right.
Look what that got you, dumb fucks.
Right.
You know, you had a built-in audience with Arrow, like, you know what I'm saying? And they just keep doing this stupid shit, I guess. That's just
right.
You know,
and this is not helping the situation, right? Because you had this beloved fan cast, everybody, because we announced his return to Superman, everybody was happy. Like, yes, DC finally has some traction, getting back on track.
Again, excitement,
right?
Universal fan excitement for a thing,
right?
And now back to the drawing board.
Right.
Everybody hates everything. Everybody hates each other again,
right?
You know,
because here's the thing: like, no matter, so now people are, pun intended, gunning for James Gunn when he comes up with the new movie, you know, because now, like I said, he's going to get some teeny bopper playing Superman. Everybody's going to universally hate it. I mean, you're going to be some two assholes, you know, they're going to be like, well, I didn't think it was that bad. You know, there's going to be that one guy, but for the most part,
the same thing. It's going to be, fuck this shit. And then there's going to be the other community. Well, I like it. So you're a piece of shit for not liking it. And it's the same shit we got now, you know. You know,
so it's gonna be the same. So basically, we're back to square one. We're back to square one right now. We don't have any good press going on right now because, like I said, you got rid of Henry Cavill, so now it's just like whatever. So I don't know. So like I said, DC.
It's just you're disappointing a community that desperately needs something to be excited about.
Because I don't understand.
Did it at Comic-Con when they thought, oh, Henry Cavill is going to show up, but no, you had The Rock and is being levitated and shit. And everyone's like, oh, man.
Right.
But then you brought him back in your movie and everyone's like, sweet. And then a week later, you get.
Right. So it's like DC has no traction right now. So, and I don't know if DC understand this, but really the superhero bubble is bursted like already.
I think, like I said that the other day, I think this is the nail in the coffin. This is the final descent where superheroes are not going to be the big juggernauts they used to be.
Right, because what's bringing people out? What, Kane? Ain't gonna be all right, but I mean, it'd be just like the whole world be like, oh, we just got to go see this movie. It's gonna be a phenomenon. It's gonna be like, okay, we'll watch it. They go as big as they want to, multiverse like that, and the same thing with DC. Yeah,
Marvel Phase 4 has been dicey at best.
Right, you got some people that's like, it ain't that bad, but nobody's just like fans of DC. Oh, it's their best one. Yeah, like nobody's saying that.
I don't feel
even the fans of it. Yeah,
whereas like we felt the need, like 5 years ago, we felt the need to see every Marvel movie. You know what I mean? Now I don't. I still haven't seen Eternals.
Right.
You know, like Marvel just doesn't, the MCU just doesn't hit me like it used to, you know?
Right.
And I don't have that.
And I think that because they're cranking out so much content at one time, they kind of cannibalize themselves.
Yeah. And then like what got me excited about something.
You're gonna get them. You're gonna get them, Jay. You believe that. James Cameron promises that.
Yeah, I mean, what excited me is like the Batman. I love the Batman because you had a guy that just let this guy just do whatever he wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like the Aquaman movie because they let James Wan do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Right.
Like the Joker movie, even though it's just a taxi driver ripoff, they let that guy do what he wanted. Like Deadpool, same thing. Like, you know, I was into these things where like you kind of like let the filmmaker. That's what excites me. I mean,
right. And I say you want something original. You want something to go out there. But here's the thing, Eli. I think we're at the point of diminishing returns. Like we want something new, but what new can you do? What can you do that nobody else has done before? Because they've done everything at this point.
I know. I mean,
and that's what fans like. I was going to make a point.
And I get that it's and I keep saying it's their factory film. But I get that what they're trying to do is make a product, make a brand that sells. And to sell something, you have to appeal to the masses. So
but if you appeal to everybody, you really appeal to nobody.
Yeah, but it's got to be sort of watered down and sweet, you know, and and sometimes that's not going to hit. You know, like I said, my sister's still never seen an MCU movie because she just doesn't give a shit.
Right.
You know? But yeah, I mean, like the same thing with like the Eternals. I never saw the Eternals yet.
It made money. It made money. It didn't. Okay. I'm gonna let you finish. Well, I'll talk about Black Panther 2 in a second. But yeah.
Oh well, like the Eternals. I never saw the Eternals. One thing.
Oh, nobody did. So yeah.
I'm not into the Eternals.
Yeah.
But another thing, what's her name? Chloe Zhao.
Yeah.
That filmmaker. She won an Oscar. She's made. I've seen a couple of her movies. They were made on Pine Ridge. One, Songs My Brother Taught Me, and The Rider. Both movies filmed on the Pine Ridge Reservation using native actors that never acted before. She's got a very organic sort of documentarian style of filmmaking. You know, she's got a distinct style. Mm-hmm. When I saw that Eternals trailer, I'm like, that don't look like anything she's done.
It was very boring, generic. Like, I think they were trying like, okay, let's try to make like an Oscar type movie. And it felt like that's what they were shooting for, but they completely missed the mark on that.
But even
whatever
like,
they were trying to do. Yeah.
Even like the dude Doctor Strange, you know, like there's moments where I can see Raimi.
Yeah.
And then there's moments of like, okay, there's the Disney version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, it just doesn't hit like it used to, whereas like, you know, stuff that like Deadpool and shit, like, wow, you're letting somebody just unhinge, like like James Gunn on the new Suicide Squad.
Right.
Like, and Peacemaker.
Right. Like stuff like that. Just let them go wild. Yeah.
And I'm not just saying, oh, violence and gore is what, you know, is what said. No, like those movies had heart to them and had depth to them. And you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, like I said, they had something that everybody liked and now they got rid of it. And now, you know, something that could have unified the fans, something that could have got people excited about.
They need good press, right?
Comic book movies again. Here's the quintessential comic book character.
And this could have been DC's comeback.
Yes.
Because Marvel's been fucking up. So it's just like, this is their chance to get back in there. So not they just fuck up as bad as anybody.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, here was something to get everybody excited. Everybody was so excited about this thing. And you fucked it all up again.
And I also want to bring a point also that Marvel might have been at the peak of what they were doing at the time because of DC, because they knew they had competition at the time. Like around 2015, 2016, they were like, oh, DC is coming with it. So we need to step our game up. Now DC is just being DC. Marvel's like, we can just do whatever we want. And when you get what you want to do and you don't have any like real competition to push you, you get phase 4.
Yeah.
That's what you get. Yeah.
Because that first Iron Man movie and it was RDJ who led the way.
Right.
They don't have that leader. That's why the MC or the phase 4 is kind of, you know, flatlining right now because we don't have that star that leads the movies. You know?
Right. Sorry, Brie Larson.
But but they had Henry Cavill who could have been that for DC.
He could, and that's the guy they wanted for DC.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But here's the thing, and Jake made a good point. Like I said, Henry Cavill's going to land on his feet because he's doing Warhammer 40K. I don't know what the fuck the shit is. You know what? It doesn't matter what it is because I'm going to watch it anyway. You know, because like I said, Henry Cavill, I didn't really care too much for Superman. I was fine with the Superman, but I was okay with it. But I do want to say that his Witcher was awesome. He was awesome as the Witcher. I liked him. I like him pretty much better as anything other than Superman. He was awesome in Mission Impossible. I know I'm shitting on him. I know it's another bad take, but I don't care. He was awesome in Mission Impossible. He was awesome in Man from U.N.C.L.E. He was awesome in Witcher. So everything else other than Superman, he's awesome. I'm like, why can't you bring that energy to Superman? Yes, you can blame it on Zack Snyder, but still.
I will blame it on Zack Snyder.
Okay, we can blame it on Zack Snyder, but but as I thought he was a much better Witcher than he was Superman. So this guy has lost 2 jobs.
Here comes in a month. Zack Snyder Superman, faster than a speeding bullet.
Right.
Slow as fuss. Everything in slow.
4-hour movie with music video soundtrack. So yeah. So yeah, which was awesome. I mean, of course, which was also had like, you know, hot naked women in it, but still, I still like the show. You know. Now as far as Warhammer, I don't know what it is, but you just tell me Henry Cavill is in it.
It's a video game, I guess, or a game. It's a game.
It's a game. Strategy, RTS. I don't know what the fuck it is. It doesn't matter. I will watch it because
big giant robots with swords. And
yeah, and you know what? I will probably when the show comes out, I'll be like, you know what? Let me try this game out. See what it had. I already know when I jump on the game, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I already know, but doesn't matter. I'll stream it. You know, have fun with it. But Have we talked enough about that? Because we've talked 2 straight weeks about James Gunn and his shenanigans. Oh, okay.
What's sad is I bet you the movie's gonna be pretty good.
Okay, I got one more thing to say about this. Also, like, yes, I know James Gunn. He has put out some great material. Yes, he's awesome with the Raccoon movies, awesome with Peacemaker, awesome with all this wacky, weird shit. This is Superman. Is he going to be able to pull off Superman with mainstream shit? I give him a Plastic Man movie any day of the week, but can he make a Superman movie? I don't know.
Yeah,
we have to see.
He does get to like the humanity though. We'll see.
Eventually he gets there, but we got to wade through, wacky trauma humor first. And I don't know if I want a trauma type Superman.
I know, and that's the thing. Is like you said, it's 10 years since Man of Steel. Like we should have seen him fighting Brainiac and fucking Bizarro,
Darkseid, and
he should be in. Like I said, we like seeing him smash spaceships and shit.
I promise you, if I see this motherfucker fight Zod one more time in this movie, or Lex Luthor,
or fucking or meeting Lois,
right? Like, damn, man,
welcome to the Daily Planet. They're like,
do something else, shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like we should be seeing where.
I don't know. What do we got? The Warhammer is about to be dope. It is. I don't know anything about it, but we'll find out. Yeah. Black Panther 2. Oh, Black Panther 2 make money. Yes, it made money. About half of what the first movie did. So yeah, that's the thing. Black Panther 2 has its own issues. It's divisive. It's got its problems. Some people were boycotting or whatever like that. But I think they did the best they could with what they had with that movie. That's how I feel about it. Even box office wise, I think the box office is the best it could be in the circumstances of what it was when it came out. So, I mean, it's gonna make about 800 million probably when it's said and done. It's okay. Yeah. Nobody was expecting $1 billion.
Nobody's starving,
Yeah, nobody was expecting $1 billion. It's twice as high as Black Adam. So yeah. Tabletop. Is tabletop game really?
Yeah, I heard it's something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not playing this shit. No. All right, can we move to the next part of the podcast? Do you want to do it? Or should we call it? Or want to do it anyway?
Do what?
I mean, we're already an hour over that right now.
Oh, comics?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought. Oh, we're not. You mean you don't want to do comics?
We can do it. Let's do it. We do it.
Come on, man. I thought we had a big, meaty, girthy show. Let's not go rip halfway through, man.
What are you talking? I thought we blew our load on our media show, but well, let's do it. All right, let's the comic book bullies. Where we talk about comic books, and I'm gonna let you jump into it. What let you go first.
Okay, well, let's keep everybody here, right?
No, Eli, I checked the analytics. Our comics section actually doesn't do too bad.
All right. Well,
we're getting better. I put like that.
Yeah. I'll do the big release this week, and that is Batman and Spawn.
Oh, this shit.
Yeah, this shit. Yeah.
Okay.
I know, but I still.
Oh, let me get out of here. Oh, my bad.
I did go to the comic store and I bought a couple of variants. I know.
They got you. You are part of the machine.
I'm such a fucking tool bag here. Yeah,
you are feeding the machine, Eli.
Yeah, don't feed the corporate nations, and here I am. But look at this here. Wait, hold on a second.
I mean, it's Greg Capullo's art.
It's Greg Capullo, and I got the Jim Lee cover.
I'm gonna blow you up.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this fucking the Capullo cover, or is this Jorge Jimenez? I think this is the Jorge cover.
Both of them, can draw
and
their
then
ass.
It does this. It does this. Check this out. Woo!
Oh, that's cool as hell. Okay, that's cool as hell. I'm not even gonna lie.
Got them bagged and boarded already. And then
I ain't gonna lie, that is cool as hell.
And then I got the Jim Lee cover.
Jim Lee drew it?
Oh, Jim Lee did a cover. I wanted the Fabok cover. They didn't have it at my
Fabok? God damn.
Dude, there's like 1,000 variants. That's all this was for art.
Okay.
That's the only reason to get it.
Oh, what Batman is it? It's a standard. Oh, yeah, it's just a standalone story. So yeah.
It's an Elseworld. So yeah, like Alfred's alive and everything.
Yeah.
And here's the Fabok cover. Jason Fabok's cover. Yeah, isn't that dope?
Yeah, Fabok is a beast. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. So I see it, Eli. I see why they got you, but yeah.
Oh, these are going on my wall. I'm gonna put them on my wall.
Because my thing is this, that all the art is awesome, but Tom McFarlane drew it. That's the problem.
He wrote it.
Well, I mean, he wrote it. Yeah, Tom McFarlane wrote it, and I'm just like, do I really want to sit through this? I don't know.
Yeah, and basically, yes, it's full. So let me get to it. So Batman, Spawn, they get together. They go on an adventure together.
They already know each other, right?
Yeah, they've done it before. I think.
Okay.
Was it back in the night? Frank Miller did it.
Oh, did they reference it or be like, hey, Spawn, hey, Batman?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
They kind of. But the story basically is the Court of Owls are trying to kill Batman. They want his soul or whatever, and they get Spawn to come do it. You know, and they get it on the anniversary, I guess. Batman's parents and Wanda, Spawn, Al Simmons' wife, died on the same day.
Wait, whoa. When did Wanda die?
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe we should start reading Spawn.
Dude, Spawn's over 300 issues now. Man.
Okay. Yeah, for those who don't know,
Spawn beat Satan. Yeah. He became God. He was an eight. Like, dude, this has done all kinds of shit. I'm sure.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Spawn is the longest running indie comic of all time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not current on Spawn, so I'm not sure.
Because Wanda was very, very much alive when I read it in the 90s, you know.
Yeah. And when she first came, yeah.
Yeah.
So they basically Spawn tries to kill Batman, but they fight and say, no, that's the Court of Owls. So they end up going after the Court of Owls and they fight a Talon and shit. And at the end, Spawn can turn, because he can turn into different people and shit. He ends up turning into Batman and then ends up killing.
What about his power or not? That's not a thing anymore?
Yeah, he's got power, the necroplasm. But I guess in this story, there's like certain pockets of Gotham that are dead zones where his necroplasm won't work. So that's the thing. So that's what happens. There's a dead zone, and that's how Batman beats the shit out of him because he doesn't have his.
Did Batman know about the dead zone?
I guess, yeah.
Oh shit!
At first, Al just beats the shit out of Batman, and then loses his powers, and Batman, takes it to him. But the story is pretty basic. Two superheroes come, they fight, misunderstanding, let's go whoop the bad guy's ass. And you get to see Greg Capullo drawing this. Joker shows up without his face on, so that was pretty cool. It was just cool. The art is awesome. Every panel is dope. The splash pages are dope. It's just all art. Art looks great. But yes, Todd McFarlane, his over-dramatic, pulpy writing, which can be fun in small doses, but it's not small doses. Because like bubble. It's like he just
a wall of text.
Of his, very pulpy, over-dramatic writing. So story-wise, it's a 2. Art, it's a 5. So yeah, it's just get it for the art. The art is, I said I wasn't gonna. I didn't give a shit about this last week. I said, I don't know if it's worth the $6. And what did I do? I bought 2 issues.
$7.
Oh yeah, $6.99. Yeah, so I bought 2 of them.
That's what I was like.
I would have bought a third one if that Fabok book was. So yeah, in the end, it just looks dope. So yeah. And that's Eli's tool bag of the week.
Oh, well, okay. So pretty awesome. All right. So I'm going to start with a book. Will a number one. I got a bunch of number ones we're going to do. I got 3 number ones we're going to do. All this shit number 1. So yeah. First we're going to do Iron Man number 1. They relaunched Iron Man's book. Tony Stark, new writer, Jim.
How they get you? Number 1.
How they get you. The number 1s. Yep. Now in the last run, he was like a space god or some shit, and he fought like Galactus. I don't know what the fuck he did. He did some shit. They threw all that shit away. This is like back to basics. Regular plain Jane Tony Stark. How you know him, how you remember him. That's what's going on right now. So yeah, so that's the cover. Brand new. You don't have to know anything about Iron Man other than what you already know about Iron Man to jump into this book. Let's get to it. Although you don't need to know anything about Iron Man, they go through the whole spiel about who Iron Man is. Iron Man, yeah, blah, 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 being a playboy, blah, 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 on this, yeah, West Coast Avengers, Wu-Tang made a bunch of songs about him, yeah, blah, 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 all stuff like that, you know. And the main thing is he's broke. So how did he get broke? All they do is just say that he spent all his money on his Iron Man armor. That's it. He's broke now. So, yeah. And he put everything in a safe house that only him and Rhodey knows about. That's it. And they basically won't tell anybody, and that's it. So, and he basically said all this other stuff he was doing. So he owns a brownstone because that's what billionaires do now. They own brownstones. So yeah, he only has one suit of armor. It's the Mark 70. That's it. And another suit that he's hiding, but we don't see it again. I'm pretty sure it'll show up in another issue, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. And then his arc reactor on the wall starts, you know, going crazy shit like that. And he sees it. He like, wait, what? Boom, brownstone blows up. The end. So ambulance comes, all stuff like that. Yeah. That's Tony. Yeah. But he didn't die. He just got fucked up into the hospital. But he overheard it. He sees the body bag. One of his neighbors did die in an explosion. But he doesn't know her name because he didn't know any of his neighbors. But he paid for a funeral anyway, you know. And then while he's in the hospital, you got Riri Williams, Rhodey, and Cap. You know, all that thing. They basically trying to figure out what happened. They were like, how did it?
This kind of sounds like the new Batman, but where he's broke and owns a brownstone and shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what billionaires do nowadays. That's the thing, you know. Yeah, so he has a brownstone, but his brownstone blown up, so they don't have a brownstone anymore, you know. So they just looking at him, and Rhodey's just like, oh, he's gonna be pissed when he wakes up. And Cap's are like, he's not even asleep. And they're like, Tony, wake your ass up. You know, they just standing over him, stuff like that. And Tony just like, oh, y'all were there. And basically trying to say, like, no, something went wrong with that reactor. I didn't fuck up. Somebody sabotaged and hacked into my reactor. And that's when Rhodey was like, nah, we looked into it, we didn't find anything. And Ree was like, I looked into it and didn't find anything. And she was like, well, either I fucked up or somebody out there smarter than both of us. And it's like, well, Tony, his thing, even if somebody is smarter than both of us, the problem is you shouldn't have had a fucking nuclear weapon in a brownstone to begin with. You're like, well, yeah, you got a point, you know. So he pays for the neighbor's funeral. Her name was Marcel, but whatever. Doesn't matter what her name is. She's dead. So he goes, I should have said it like that, but yeah. And he's just like, okay, I'm gonna find out who did it. So he talks to his lawyer, She-Hulk, Jennifer Walter. We also know who she is now. And he basically just saying, look, everybody that's suing me over that brownstone getting destroyed, whether they, you know, claims it right or not, pay them all. I don't care. Pay them, you know. And she's just like, okay, but what happens if I pay them all and you ain't got enough money to cover everything? Well, I just go build something, you know. So that's the thing. So he gets out of there and he goes into a cab depot. Now, I thought this was a commentary on how cabs are like going out of business because of, you know, Uber or some shit. It may be, I don't know, you know. But that's his garage now. That's what he used like build shit now. So he basically rebuilds Mark 70 and, you know, and he lives there now because he like, yeah, takes a shower for the ladies, you know. And he's just like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and fix up. You get the you know, that scene. And he's just like, okay, I gotta do a test flight. I'm gonna just run out of here. So he goes fly just to work out the kinks in his suit. I do like that the suit still messed up because it was in explosion in brownstone, you know. So he's just doing a test run to make sure the suit works. That's when he gets a bogey in his tail. He's like, oh, somebody's coming at me. And he turns around and boom, he gets smacked in the face by a dude in a robot suit because it's Tuesday in the Iron Man books. What you expect? You know, he gets smashed into a office building. He's like, well, it look like you guys gonna be working from home next week. And they're like, fuck you, Iron Man. You know, so he flies in and he fights the guy. He's like, who the hell are you? He's like, all you need to know is, and he was like, you blew up my home. He's like, didn't you blow up your home? He's like, all you need to know is they call me the Messenger. It's a shit superhero name, but it'll come back in, a supervillain name, but it'll come back in the story in a second. So he throws him into the helicopter who's filming this shit right now. He goes through the fence, of course, about to crash. He catches them, but while he's trying to save them, you know, the messenger blasts him in the back. He's like, oh shit, so I'm gonna sit and duck right here. So while the messenger comes to him, you know, he hits him with the helicopter propellers. You know, they like hit him in the face and shit, you know. So he lands and while he's falling, he hits him with some gunk in his suit that like gums up his suit. So now he can't fly or thrusters, anything like that, and he's falling. Meanwhile, he lands everybody there. He was like, okay, everybody's safe. They're like, fuck you, Iron Man. you know, and they're like, damn, Iron Man or Spider-Man? Everybody's shitting on me today, you know. So while he's falling, Iron Man, you know, helps him fall a little bit faster by putting his foot in his chest and slamming him all the way to the ground, you know. And then that's when he says, now, right before I kill your little sidekick that you're training, I just want to know one thing. Is she really your sidekick or is she your girlfriend? Because with you rich people, I can never really tell. He's like, oh, you motherfucker. He trying to imply him and Riri got something going on. So that's when he, like, you know, breaks his arm. But the thing is, he realized there's no arm in there to break. And like, oh, it's a drone. You know, oh, okay. Well, I just blow this shit up and just go home. But the thing is, he remembers a story Spider-Man told him. Now, he knows Spider-Man told him that anytime he senses danger, he gets like this ringing in his head. He's just like, well, I'm not feeling it ringing in my head, but I'm feeling a feeling in my gut. My Tony senses are tingling. Something don't smell right here. So before he blasts this guy to Kingdom Come, he just takes his mask off. And he realized it's a guy in there that's been hijacked and kidnapped and been in there. And he's a guy that owns a messenger service, which is why he calls himself the messenger. You know, so he's been kidnapped, been missing for a whole week. So they wanted him to kill this guy, you know, to be on the news and basically so he can get canceled and all this shit like that. So he realized somebody's out here trying to sabotage him.
Oh, so that dude's like been kidnapped. So it's like the shell or some shit.
Yeah, basically like that. So he been kidnapped. So yeah. So he takes him to the hospital, you know, saves me with like this guy's been kidnapped, and you know, he saves him, stuff like that. And that's why you don't kill the messenger. I see what you did there. Meanwhile, yeah, Tony's at the brownstone. That's pretty much it. And oh yeah, there's some weird shit happened right here. So I never seen this in an Iron Man movie before. Tony goes to an AA meeting.
Okay.
You know, he's still struggling with that. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. You know, but here's the part I don't know how I feel about this. He ducked out early, and they said the next day he wakes up in a bar. I'm like, oh, come on, Tony. You know, but you know, they're gonna explain it some kind of mind control or some bullshit. You know, they said like that. But anyway, he passed out in the street. He throws up. They catch it on camera and shit like that. You know, they post on TMZ, and that's how the book ends. So yeah, to be continued. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna explain it that yeah, Tony was mind control. He really didn't mean to drink and all stuff like that. But you know, whatever. So overall, it was a standard Iron Man, Tony Stark story. You want to read an Iron Man story? This scratch the itch. It's not, you know, world changing. This is where the hierarchy of the Iron Man drama. No, there's none of that shit. It's just an Iron Man story, and I was cool with it. You know, sometimes you just want to just read an Iron Man story. So yeah, that's all I got. So,
all right. I guess I'll do the Planet Hulk.
Okay.
Number 2.
Worldbreaker. Is it Worldbreakers?
Worldbreaker.
I feel like Worldbreaker should be a cool play, but that's me. Yeah.
Well, he's the Worldbreaker.
Oh, I thought they would have
Banner. Banner is the Worldbreaker.
You know, like because it's a sequel, Breaker, like Aliens. Alien.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So this is like 1,000 years into the future. This is like a sequel to Planet Hulk. 1,000 years in the future, Sakaar has been destroyed. It's been taken over by this other queen who keeps Hulk children or Hulklings, Hulk beings that have been infected with gamma. She keeps them like as prisoners, and she's got like sentinels that can basically drain gamma from Hulk beings and render them weak. So this Hulk girl, her brother gets kidnapped, so she goes to Amadeus Cho to help her get her brother back. Amadeus is like, yo, I'm not that strong. We're going to need help. We got to go to Banner. He's the original. He is the Worldbreaker. So they go find him. He's like, yo, I can't do it. He's like Luke in Last Jedi.
It's time for the Worldbreaker to end.
Yes. I can't do it, man. I can't Hulk out anymore. I refuse to. My actions caused the death of my wife, you know, and all that stuff. I just can't do it anymore. And like, you got to. It's like, well, let's just go get She-Hulk. You know, then we cut to the end, and the priestess, she's like in this ship up above, or like this like floating ship above everybody. She's in there. Oh yeah, I guess they're coming after Jen Walters now. And then they cut to the last panel. They have She-Hulk plugged into that ship she's in. So She-Hulk is powering the ship somehow. I don't know what that means, but like, oh, okay. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. This is like a sequel to a really cool story. I don't know. It's not moving as fast as I'd like.
Yeah,
So
taking its time building it. How many issues are in it?
I don't know. I think it's maybe 4 or 5 standard miniseries.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I might wait till the Marvel app.
Marvel Unlimited. They dropped pretty fast on that, so yeah.
I gave it 2 issues, and I think I might just wait. So.
I'm gonna go back and read all that Maestro shit that Peter David dropped. It was actually pretty good. I never finished like the sequels and all the stuff he had on there. So yeah.
Yeah. 3 out of 5.
Okay, cool. All right, next book I'm going to do DC Dark Crisis Big Bang. This is that meat, the meatiness, the girthiness we were talking about here. Eli, this is very significant for you in this book.
Yeah?
Yeah. It goes down. I'm trying to see where to get. I didn't get a picture of it. I hope that it's it. Yeah, I think it's it.
Man of bats show up.
Bats, man, just a bunch of bats that just turned to a man. But yeah. Yeah, so DC Dark Crisis. I think I screwed that up, but that's okay. Yeah, DC Dark Crisis. #1, Big Bang. What is the story about? This is the relaunch of the DC universe, the relaunch of the infinite universes. No more 52s.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, 52 million. Yeah.
Okay. Rebirth Part 2.
Yeah, until we undo it. Yeah, until we undo it again. So yeah. So even though it's still going on. So anyway, we go there and we see Flash, and it's Barry Allen. I want to be clear which Flash it is. And he said, I'm looking for the man who murdered me. So people don't know that Flash lore. He was murdered by the Anti-Monitor back in Crisis. And he was gone for like 20 years or some shit. And now we have Wallace West. Not Wally West, because the fans hated him. They had to change him because he was a black Wally West at the beginning of the New 52. Fans hated so much, they brought back white Wally West and tried to say, no, that's my cousin, Wallace West, to make everybody happy. Did it make everybody happy? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, he's like, look, if the infinite universes are back, then it must mean the Anti-Monitor is back. He's out there somewhere. We got to find him. So I want you, Kid Flash, to follow me, follow my vibrations through the multiverse to catch it with me. And we're not going to fight this guy because this guy is like a god. We can't fight him one-on-one. So all we're going to do, if we see him, we're going to run back, go get back up, and then find a plan to go fight him. But do not fight this guy one-on-one. So they go hopping through the other multiverse. So here's the thing. So the 52 universes that we've already knew about in New 52, they're still intact. Earth 23, still everybody's black. Earth 18, that's the Dark Knights of Steel shit, that new shit. Kingdom Come, still the same. And check it out, Eli. I asked you this question about a couple months ago.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So now they gave an actual multiverse designation to the Justice League. So it's canon. You got to know it. You don't know Dinosaur Justice League? You are not a real DC fan.
The Jurassic League.
What did I say? DC? Oh.
Dinosaur Justice League?
Oh, yeah. That's it. I'm a filthy casual. Thank you, Eli. Okay. More Earth. Anyway, yeah. You get the point.
There's the vampires.
The vampires, yeah. Earth 23, yeah. So they're going through all the multiverses you know about, and they find them on Earth 28. Which one is Earth 28? I forgot. I do not have the Earths memorized. I'm sorry, But anyway, they find an Anti-Monitor, and he's just like, oh, shit. And he sees Kid Flash. Kid Flash has already been picked by Anti-Monitor before he can even run out. So he's like, don't worry, I'm going to get you. So Flash runs away, but he doesn't run away. He runs around the world like multiple times. Why is he doing that? Because he's building up his infinite mass punch. That is a punch that he swore he would never do again because his punch is so strong. Not only would it kill Superman on impact, it would actually like tear a hole in reality with it. So he decides to
isn't that how he resets universes or some shit?
Yeah, some shit. It's like stupid as fuck. So he hits him so hard, he knocks him into another multiverse, all through the other multiverse that we've seen before. Nazi Earth and Milestone. I don't know, you can't see it. Okay. Milestone is Earth 93 now. So it's in the multiverse now. Yeah. He knocks him there. That's deceased. That wasn't in the multiverse at first, so now it is now. And he keeps doing it over and over and over again, keep knocking him in different Earth. Earth 66. Earth 89. 789.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that book that we read, Batman United, so that's got us on Earth. So yeah. Anyway, so Andy Monster stands up. He's like, "Really, Flash? You thought you were gonna kill me? I am a god." So he just starts beating the shit out of Flash, blasting the shit like that, knocking him through multiverses and shit, you know. And Flash is like, "I can't let this guy kill me. I can't let him kill me again. I gotta hold up to him." So, and that's when he get blasted by Kid Flash, who went and brought reinforcements. All the other people, OMAC, that is not Justice Lord Superman, that is Batman Beyond Superman in the back, right there. Now, I know you see a black Superman right there on the left. That is Sunshine Superman. I don't know if I should be offended about that or not, but that's the first black Superman back in the 70s and shit, you know.
They going deep.
They going deep with this shit, yeah. Asian Superman on the left, Superman, you know, whatever. Yeah, so they beat him. They try to fight him, but they can't fight Anti-Monitor either. He's too strong for even all of them. So Flash has a plan how to beat this guy. He's like, "Look, this is what we need to do. We need to send him back to the antimatter universe. If we get there, we can trap him. So what we need to do."
Is that Etrigan back there?
That is Super Demon.
Oh.
He is on, off the top of my head, I want to say Earth 8. On Earth 8, it's like Magic DC. So he's the Superman of that Magic universe. So he's Super Demon. Yeah. But is it Etrigan of that universe? I know too much DC shit. I know. Yeah. But anyway, so they tear a hole in their universe of Earth 28 and have a universe of the antimatter. And the thing is, Flash knows that if you punch him, and they're both going to go flying to the antimatter universe, they're going to be trapped. So he says, "Iris, I love you. I wish I could have seen you. Wally, hold up for me." So he punches the shit out of Anti-Monitor. They both go flying into the antimatter universe, and Flash thinks it's it for him. But right, he goes, Green Lantern Batman grabs him. I've seen him before, but I can't remember what Earth he's from. But he's a thing.
Was that the Dark Knight metal shit? Or is this another one?
That's another one. But he is a thing. Not Dark Knight metal, because that was a girl. Or was that Aquawoman?
No, that was the Aquaman. That was the Aquawoman, the Aqua Batwoman.
Right. Okay. So it's not because the metal universe,
the Drowned or whatever it was.
The Drowned, yeah. So that's not the Drowned. I know what you're talking about, but there was a Green Lantern Batman somewhere. I've seen him before.
Oh, wasn't he he was in Atrocious or what? He was like a Batman Atrocious or whatever.
Atrocious, yeah,
Atrocious, or whatever the fuck.
Well, that's a Red Lantern, but yeah. But anyway, they save Flash. Just so everybody, greeting each other. They were like, they fly off, stuff like that. And Flash run off. And yeah, that's it. So, and here's a diagram of all the multiverses. I looked through them and I did notice that I'm gonna get out this shit. I'm not gonna let you read all this shit. But the point is, the 52 universes are the way they were before. They didn't change. They're just adding on top of it. And they're filling in other universes also, because the dinosaur universe is Earth 27. But I looked at the old map. Earth 27 was never named. So now Jurassic League is that. So yeah.
Cool.
Overall cool. Just glad I read it. More multiverse coming up. Yeah.
All right. My last book I'll do. Did you read Son of Kal-El?
Did it come out?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I did read it.
I didn't know it came out. Even though it's the last book, but yeah.
I thought you were gonna review it. So
I couldn't find it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I read it. It was all right. For a finale, I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, I'm like I said, this is it. Somebody made an interesting point that he actually never fought anybody in that book. He never threw a punch.
Yeah, no shit. I'm trying to think. Well, he saved that monster.
Yeah, but he didn't punch anybody.
Then was it the Bendix? What happened with that guy?
I think his boyfriend beat that guy.
Okay.
But him?
Well, he don't do shit in this. Yeah, that was it. The Sin or Red Sin or whatever the guy is.
Red Sin, yeah.
This
thing like he never fought anybody in these books,
and he wouldn't take him out. Like they end up putting him and Superman. His dad's back.
Yeah.
And they end up putting him in that prison or whatever. But that dude's got a way of like taking out. He's like a red sun or whatever.
Yeah.
So he can like he's like weak. He makes them weak.
Right, because that's a weakness. Yeah, red solar. Yeah.
And but they end up putting him in the prison. But now, basically, he's like, oh, I have a. So he's my arch nemesis. Like he's my Lex Luthor. He's talking to his dad.
Even though we've never met this guy before, and
yeah, well, they meet because he ends up like he blames Superman for his death of his family. I don't know. And then I guess I'm reviewing the book.
Oh, my fault. Yeah. I'm stepping on your toes, my fault.
But at the end, he's like, yeah, I guess I got an arch nemesis now. And he's like my Lex Luthor, you know. And then at the end, that Red Sin meets Lex Luthor. And is a hey, you want to take out Superman? Talk to me. And so I guess the two arch nemesis are going to go against him. Yeah. So yeah, that's like the end, the finale of this, and now we're going on to the new series, which is still written by Tom Taylor and I guess same artist, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's gonna fight Ultraman in that book. That's the guy that kidnapped him for like beat shit out him for like 5 years.
Yeah, they referenced that when he disappeared for whatever in space and shit. So
it's a really fucked up story because Ultraman looks like Superman. So every time he beat his ass, he was like, "This it feels like my dad beating my ass." I'm like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, but that was and I thought, oh, this is the finale, and it was kind of not much happened, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I never noticed. Yeah, he never fought anybody in these books. Never threw a punch at anybody in these books.
Yeah, he saved a lot of people.
Saved a lot of people, yeah. But yeah, interesting. I guess pretty good that I never noticed it. You know.
All right. Well, I this is Nightclub #1. Mark Millar's new Mark Millar, whatever.
I say Millar, but who knows? Yeah.
His new book. This is basically about a kid who becomes a vampire, and instead of, you know, the guy who bites him is like, instead of us going around and feeding and being asshole vampires, we'll use our abilities for good. So they're going to be superhero vampires. That's the premise. So yeah, this kid is like, he's like a YouTuber. He tries to do stunts. He ends up breaking his back, ends up in the hospital, paralyzed. While he's in the hospital, a vampire shows up, bites him, turns him, says, yeah, I don't feed on you. I'm building an army. I recruit people that like are terminally ill or, you know, are paralyzed or whatever, because your vampire abilities heal you. And I'm basically giving you a second chance of life. I'm building an army. You know, we're going to basically fight crime, fight bad guys, and be good vampires. And this first issue is just him training the kid how to use his vampire abilities. So pretty standard Mark Millar first issue, dragging you into the world, setting up the world. He does that. He's really good at doing that, like setting up the world and setting up the premise and hooking you. So, and you can tell this is probably going to become a movie.
Everything he writes is a movie treatment. We've said it before.
Yeah, or a show or something. It's an interesting concept.
But he's had success for a reason, because he's good at his job. So
it drew me in. This kid's training. It's like the Matrix. He's training all his different vampire, like climbing up buildings and, you know, learning how to punch and do, and, you know, healing and stuff. So it was a cool concept. It was only $2, $2. So
and for people who don't know who Mark Millar is, I'm gonna just run down some things he did. Kick Ass, Wanted,
Civil War.
Civil War is all him. Yeah. So other shit too. I'm just this. What
was that? I didn't watch his Netflix series though.
No. The thing, The Gentleman.
Oh, the League, not League.
The spy movie.
The spy movies. What the fuck?
I don't know what they are. You know, everybody, you listen. You know what movies I'm talking about.
Yes,
those movies.
Not the League of Extraordinary.
not that one.
The fucking
no, that's Frank Miller.
James Bond kind of.
The James Bond ripoff movies. You know what movies I'm talking about? Those movies.
What are they called?
That's him. That was him. We'll
Damn it, that's gonna bug the shit out of me.
Right. It doesn't matter. We'll come back to it. Last book I'm doing. Last book I'm gonna do is hold on.
4 out of 5. Yeah,
4 out of 5. Kingsman, thank you.
Kingsman, there you go.
You know, I never would have got that. I
was about to Google this shit because it was gonna bug the shit out of me.
No, you know what? I don't do that. I'm his thing. If I watch a TV show and let's say it's an actor that I know from somewhere, I will not Google.
I will sit there and try to figure that shit out, and it will bother me for the rest of the movie. I don't care. I will do it.
I don't. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Because that's cheating. It's cheating if you do it.
I'm old, man. I
That's
killing my
me.
brain cells trying to figure out what the fuck I can't remember.
Because that King, I would have never guessed Kingsman. That's why I watched all three of them. I never would have guessed.
I know. I kept saying, "Ooh, not League of Extra." Yeah.
But anyway, that was him. He did that. Yeah. Last book I'm going to do, Monica Rambeau, Photon #1. You know the rule, Eli. You know the rule.
Oh. I was about to say why.
You're right. You why? That's why. That's the rule. If people don't know the rule on the comic bullies, anytime like a black artist or black writer does a black superhero, I have to read. I am obligated to read the first issue. After that, whatever. But the first issue, I have to, because if I don't support it, who will? So yeah, that's my thing. So we're gonna talk about Monica Rambeau, and plus Monica Rambeau is awesome. I've always been a Monica Rambeau fan. Let's go to it. And actually it refers to old books she did, issues she showed up in also. So yeah, the book starts off with, she's talking about how she was in the ocean and how she lost power back in the 80s, but she got her powers back, and she is in New York City. Now the thing is, Monica is from New Orleans, but she likes to go to New York City to go to bodegas
For food.
Yeah, she said they had the best bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich there. And she goes, because she has light speed, she can go anywhere she wants, anytime she wants, whenever she feels like it, as fast as you can blink your eye, you know. And that's when you get stopped by somebody saying, "Hey, it's Captain Marvel," when she walks out of the bodega. And it's some old lady saying, "Yeah, she used to lead the Avengers. She used to do all this stuff like that. She's my favorite Avenger. I need to get a picture with her right now." And she does naming all her powers. She can do this, she can do that, she can turn into fire. And the other guy's just like, "Okay, well, that's cool. Well, she just one Avenger. So she's here. Let's just wait for the rest of them to come." She's like, "I don't care about the other Avengers. I want to take a picture with her." She's like, "No, I'm not Captain Marvel. My name is Photon, but I can't do all those things you name." She's like, "Yeah, that's cool, sweetie. But to me, you're Captain Marvel." Honestly, I thought that was a sweet thing, man. Because for some people, she is Captain Marvel. People don't know Monica Rambeau.
Shout out to Cliff.
Shout out to Cliff. Cliff was pissed you know. But the thing is, I understand, because Cliff, like I said, he understands it. But a lot of people just kind of just jumped on the bandwagon, just want to just shit on. But Monica Rambeau is the first woman Captain Marvel before Carol Danvers, like 20 years before Carol Danvers, you know. But and then she pretty much explains what happened to her in her Captain Marvel days. Because when she became Captain Marvel, she became the leader of the Avengers. She led the Avengers back in the 80s. So she was their first female leader in the Avengers.
Secret Wars.
She was in Secret Wars. Yes, she was in that. Yeah, so you go back and read Secret Wars. She was in that. Yeah.
Yeah, the old school Secret Wars, not the
old school Secret Wars, not the new one. Yeah. So basically what happened to her in her Avenger days, okay, this big monster she's fighting right now, is Namor's wife. Long story. All you need to know. Yeah. So anyway, she turned into lightning, but at the same time she turned into lightning, Thor threw his lightning at the same time, and they fell in the water. When she hit Namor's wife, they turned into a sea monster, and they like fucked her powers up, and basically it's like she like lost her powers for like a decade or some shit like that. And by the time she got her powers back, everybody pretty much forgot about her, you know. So that was her thing, and you know, she kind of like bounced around from team to team. But anyway, you got Doctor Strange and Wong, and people are like, who's that other guy? That's Wong. That's what Wong looks like in the comics. That's what Wong always looked like in the comics. Moving on. Monica Rambeau is there. She did some other weird adventure in an Iron Fist comic. I don't know. She's there to just drop off something for them. Cool. And while they're there, you know, they get attacked outside by some supervillain. And she's like, this thing is bending, some kind of folding person, some kind of hinge. Dun, dun, dun. You just coined a new supervillain. Hinge. That's what it is. So she got some weird powers and shit like that. And Monica Rambeau is about to fight him, but like Hinge can like dodge before she gets there. Like Hinge is just that fast. And while she's doing that, Spider-Man shows up. Why is Spider-Man here? Because Spider-Man. Yeah, it's New York, and you got to sell a book. You got to put Spider-Man in. But Monica Rambeau also debuted in a Spider-Man comic. So, you know, why not? So Monica Rambeau goes in Avenger mode. She's like, okay, Spider-Man, get my six, go flank. All that stuff. Spider-Man like, nah, I don't do that shit. You know. And then he just tries to attack her just from the beginning. So he like attacks her, but Hinge dodges right at the last minute. She's like, okay. And Monica Rambeau's like, why didn't you obey my orders? So before y'all call Spider-Man sexist and want to cancel and shit like that, remember, Spider-Man didn't take orders from anybody. Captain America fired him from the Avengers because he don't follow orders. So before you like why he wouldn't follow orders, he don't give a fuck. He just don't do shit, you know. So they go, and so Monica's like, okay, fine. So she just takes out Hinge by herself. And Spider's like, well, why didn't you just do that to begin with? Why you calling out orders like a quarterback and shit? She's like, I don't know. I don't know why I did that, you know. So yeah, that's the thing. So they take the mask off, and apparently Spider-Man knows this person. She knows Hinge. It's some scientists he met back in a couple years ago. And she goes crazy saying that Monica Rambeau is going to destroy the universe. And it's where Wong put some sleeping spell on her because Morpheus, like the god of dreams and shit, you know, passes out. And that's it. So a second later, she's back at home. And she's like, oh, what a day. And she gets a phone call from a cousin. Cousin got in a fight with his boyfriend. And, you know, she just like, just talking her ear off while she's just going to get wine and just chilling, stuff like that, you know. And yeah, she's trying to like, you need help. I need to help you. She's like, no, I don't need your help. I'm just here talking, you know. So, and then he hangs up on her when she was talking. And that's when she blinks over to her dad's house, starts crying and stuff. And they basically tell him about her cousin. He's in trouble again. And dad is just like, well, we know about that boy. He's always begging for money. He always get into it with his boyfriend. He always drinking and shit like that. So you know what I said? Let go and let God. Now, I'll be honest, I don't think that's how that phrase is used to say fuck your family members, but whatever, you know.
There's always that one cousin.
Oh, yeah. So, so she just like, look, are you stretching yourself too thin? Because you always want to be the leader of whatever super team you're on. You're always trying to save family members. When are you always going to take care of yourself, Monica? And she's just like, you know what? I need some air. I need to think. And she goes out and basically she goes to space to clear her head. The end. So yeah. So cool.
To be
Whatever.
continued. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an ongoing series. This is actually Monica Rambeau's first ongoing series. She has like solo one shots in the past before. Some of them even written by Dwayne McDuffie. I think other ones written by Christopher Priest. But this is her first ongoing series, even though I think it's on like a 5-issue miniseries and shit like that. But you know, still, whatever. It's better than nothing. So I got.
And the verdict?
Oh, I gotta rate it. Oh, okay.
That's why we're here.
Oh yeah, okay. 3. It's a 3. It's not a bad book. It didn't hook me. I do like because they didn't like, why should I keep going with the story? They didn't give me anything at the end of it. Although I do like Eve Ewing because everybody wants to shit on Ironheart. Eve Ewing actually wrote a very good run of Ironheart that made me actually a fan of the character. And I think she's going to do the same thing with Monica also. And Monica is actually my favorite female superhero. She always has been. Even over Storm.
There you go.
Yeah. It's just they keep fucking over. That's the only thing about it. Like, now they're actually going to make her an actual superhero because when they had her in that Avengers run when she was the leader, man, she was fucking awesome, man. She like, they were fighting the Nihilist, you know, that bug dude and shit like that. She like flew to the sun, absorbed the energy of the sun, and like smashed into his ass, like killed him. She was like in another book, like ran around Quicksilver and shit. Like she running so fast, Quicksilver can catch her. Like she powerful as fuck. You know, she can emit gamma radiation, like Power Hulk if he has no powers, or like superpower him up, shit like that. All kind of crazy shit she can do, but they don't do anything with her, you know.
You just got me thinking, who's my favorite female superhero?
Right.
And I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Right, because I don't have too many female favorites, but I was like Monica. So that's when they made Monica Rambeau in the WandaVision. I was like, I'm there. Bring it, you know.
I do like Mira a lot. Like
even now?
It's been a while. So I was reading
because you know they're canceling her now. You know, those
New 52, like Aquaman. I was really into that shit. But Poison Ivy, is she a superhero? Is she?
It's an anti-hero. It's a gray area.
Yeah. Lady Death. I don't.
Come on, man. Miss what? No, America Chavez. Okay, or maybe he's naming yours. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's something to think about. I'd have to think about that.
I don't know. First female superhero. Of course, I got Storm on the list also, but I put Monica over Storm. That's me. Okay. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because Monica is American. She's from New Orleans. She's from the South.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she like if she rich, she'd be like down the street from me. So yeah. So
yeah.
you ever seen? And she actually used to work on the levee in the comics. I'm like, that's relatable. We want to see ourselves in these heroes.
There you go. Yeah.
We relate to it.
She's from around the block.
Yeah. Am I racist for saying it? That I want to see black people in black? It's just me. Let's see. Now y'all hate women superheroes. We're canceled.
I'm trying to think of who is my favorite. I mean, I like a bunch of them. I just don't know who's my favorite. Like, who would make, if I were to make a list, who would get on it?
Right. Because you don't like the X-Men, because you could just fill the X-Men up with just.
Well, yeah, I like Danny Moonstar, but I don't think she's that cool,
Yeah.
And even like Echo, I think she can do cool. Like when she was the ninja, when she was fucking Ronin, that was dope. But that was only what, 2 issues or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like I like what she can do, but I don't like her stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they haven't really like fleshed out the character. Like she does cool shit.
Well, like what you said, this is your favorite female superhero, but they say they keep fucking her over. I mean, Echo
even though but she has pockets of awesomeness that I still remember. I was just like, that was awesome when she did that.
Yeah, I like her abilities, what she can do, but like the stories suck. She needs to be in a cool story. Yeah. To really, Elektra. I guess Elektra would go out there. It's pretty cool too.
Elektra's up there. Yeah. Also an anti-hero, kind of.
I'm naming all these villains.
You have a type, Eli. You have a type. Lady Death. Yeah.
This toxic relationship. But Mira, when I let Mira is so down with Arthur. Like she's just ride or die. That's what I love about Mira.
And plus,
for now, I'm gonna say Mira.
I mean, no, even though like we talking about comic Mira.
Yeah, comic Mira. Yeah. I was really, even though I think what's her face is hot as fuck.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad at all about Johnny Depp. I just don't give a fuck.
So now you really canceled.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. That's what he gets.
All the fucked up shit we said on this show. Now giving a shit about Johnny Depp. That draws the line.
Best of 2022. That's what he gets for wifing her up, man.
He should have known she was crazy. She's hot. Of course she's crazy. Shit.
But yeah, I mean, I dig. Yeah, Mira's been, and she's super powerful.
Caitlin Fairchild.
That's Gen 13. That Gen 13?
Oh,
is that who that fuck that is?
Oh, is that? You know what? That's on my list. Fat T, thank you. I'm putting it on my list. I gotta read Gen 13. It hit DC Universe.
Oh, if you like, see, there you go.
Ever heard how to? But like I said, it's that. What do they say on How I Met Your Mother? It's that hot to crazy ratio. The hotter they are, crazier they are. You got to know that it comes with it.
Yeah, man. I mean, he should have known. He's like what, 80?
Right.
trying to wife up a chick in her 20s. Like, you knew that. Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
But we're supposed to feel bad for him. But
whatever. You buy another one, you rich motherfucker.
Excellent quote for New Jack City, but
Psylocke
on the list.
Psylocke was hot as fuck.
She kicks high. Yeah.
He's like, I'm not quite. I'm 78. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet.
Oh man. So all right. So we got it. We got enough.
Yeah, I think I'm booked out. Yeah.
Okay, I'm booked out also. This might be our longest show ever if I don't cut this off in the next few seconds.
Well, yeah. Well, there you go. You got double the show because we're taking.
You got double show. We're not gonna be here next week anyway. So
we're taking next week off. So there you go.
Everybody celebrate with your family, celebrate with your friends, celebrate whoever, celebrate with yourself. Just go do something. I don't care. For Christmas, we'll be back the week after, and we will do something. I don't know, but I guess we'll have 2 weeks worth of stuff to talk about by then. So yeah. So until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same bullet channel.
Ain't no back and forth, ain't no left or right. 21. I got King's disease, but I move like a knight. 21. Rappers bandwagon trying to get some light. 21. I do it for the fam, never for the hype. 21. When you turn a legend, no such thing as relevance. 21. They must have forgot that I'm a new rapper that got integrity. 21. All in the media and blogs, that's just a place I don't care to be. 21. Most of these niggas wouldn't say shit if they was ahead of me.
No back and forth, I did it back then, I do it right now. I open a lane for my era, I'm goated, they gave me the crown. Go with all the success, come negative press, I'm watching it pow. They saying that black music dying, I'm saying they right on the south. But look at me now, damn y'all, look at me now. Whatever I do is in why, I'm keeping it Queens, cause that's that's my side. I shook up the town, I shook up the city, I shook up the state. I went 21 on my second run, that shit come with age. It's a conversation, it's determination, your interpretation. I just shocked the nation. Did my tour with the Woo, I came back and I set the pace. They just ran in one of my cribs and took what I replaced it. Two Caucasians, so part of their faces. Most of y'all assume that they was black as exploitation. They know that I see everything invested in ring. It's cool to be mainstream, I'd rather be timeless, that's if we keep it in P. 21.
I'm on that same trajectory. Bullet wounds in jail cells couldn't stop me, this my destiny. Never controversial, I'm mad the fans expected less from me. Nigga sneeze around me, wipe his nose, won't get no bless from me. Fuck the jury, I'd rather buy land and invest successfully. I got all type of stocks and bonds, Kahinde Wiley on my wall and I'ma pass it to my son. It's savage like the capo, that mean Escobar the Don. One mic, one gun. My net worth like 8 figures. I'm working on getting me 9. You know that I'm one of them niggas. I ain't doing no cap in the line. You rappers be chasing the hype. I do it and I don't be trying. I ain't going against no legend, nigga. I'm trying to be next in line. They acting like I just popped. I was platinum before I signed. I went platinum without no features. I put platinum on your mind. This Glock I got 2-tone, and this bitch don't bust no rhyme. They wanna see me flip so they could deport me like I'm Shine.
No back and forth, I did it back then, I do it right now. They telling me that I'm the GOAT, I've been here for a while. Go, love me today, hate me tomorrow, no switching my style. 21 yak, y'all get together, be big for the South. The globe, but look at me now, damn y'all, look at me now. Whatever I do is New York, you hear that shit all in my vowels. I shook up the town, I shook up the city, I shook up the state. I'm one of them ones on my second run, I'm on a new wave. 2 kings, we sending love to the whole culture. 21 Esco, Mass Appeal, Slaughter Gang. This shit too easy.